Off to a great start.
Welcome back.
Hello. Hi.
Yeah, hi. Yeah.
How's it going?
Well, considering I literally just pressed the button and to have me go live and my internet immediately crashed. You know, just the moods.
That's
Why is the
fair.
door?
That's very fair.
Christ. Alright. Hopefully it's good now. God, I hope it is. I don't believe that for a second. Anyway. Anyway. Let me just put visuals back up, and I also give you guys visuals again, don't I? Yes, I do.
Your old man saying it wasn't him.
I
mean,
don't-
it's true. We don't have to wait. But we still want to wait for Jim.
That is true. I would.
I just got spooked.
You got spooked? Who spooked you? What? Why is it this chat is spooked by Sassy Shin?
I don't know.
No, this is Genshin. I was spooked by Ke-Ching.
I heard
Ching.
Young King. I heard King.
Anyway.
I would not say Yan King because his name is Yen Ching.
Ching.
Inching.
Sorry, my tongue sometimes occasionally works like that.
The Q doesn't make a K sound, it makes a Ch sound, if that makes it any easier.
Let me reset this too. I can see it better.
Why do you want to actually clarify for Seb about Batman?
Yes, Batman is my actual freaking dad.
You have a supportive father.
I know. Anyway, where were we? Almost all I care about we need to fire and no one else. All right, so I guess we're just gonna be doing some. We're gonna be doing some JP until Jim gets here. So for now.
Oh,
What?
we're here. I forgot.
Yeah, we're back here.
Oh
Speaking of
boy.
people with Q's in their names.
We're still here.
You try to do something nice one time and it goes south, and they never let you forget.
For clarification, for a bit of clarification, apparently the system that kind of helps boost the internet around the house apparently went down. The network around there kind of went down earlier today, and we tried to reset the router to hopefully fix it. I'm assuming that the reset might have made things unstable, kind of made it unstable made the starting up for stream unstable, which is why it all kind of fell apart. The moment I hit the start button. I'm at least assuming that's what happened.
Oh boy, are you ready for the fight?
Well, we're not at the big part yet, but this part's still annoying. I don't even remember like...
You brought Kiara last time.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, let's forget.
Yeah, I did use Kiara for this last time, but I don't... The only one I see right now is the freaking Moon Kit. Well, actually, no, wait, there is this one.
That's a level 100 NP5. White.
Yeah, but... This is the Moon Cancer version. This is the...
Yeah, the Moon Cancer won't be very effective.
Even though I mind of her is already there. Let's see. And we have all the arts looping power in the world to work with.
That's frustrating. I was trying to get the new Saber. Not Saber, he's not a Saber.
And that is the main reason why my cat is not welcome in my room when I'm doing streaming things.
Also, now that we're live, Skeletor, Thank you.
I put Heracles in the back just because. And yes, thank you, Skeletor. Thank you. What? Who else to bring in this?
Who do you have?
Who do I not have? Is the question. Is the better question.
Himiko?
I don't know if that should work with this team.
The biggest thing is going to be the evades at the beginning.
You need something with sure hit then.
Sure hit or invuln pierce would be nice. So do we have anyone that
That's why
actually?
Hajime here.
You bring Hajime to loop. Wait, what? Oh, that's right. You got Betty's costume.
We have Betty's costumes here.
Betty's costume is so adorable.
Whiz. Abby could get rid of defensive buffs, so she could be useful with her MP. It's gonna be a very expensive loadout though to work with.
You've got a little bit.
CEs are gonna be the thing we're going to kind of shortchange ourselves on here. Do I have anything? I have Jeweled Sword. I'll give you that. Abby, you can have... This, and Heracles, you can have... What to give you? Probably... was kind of feral. They can be. This just in case. Just because I know that has sure hit. Actually, maybe I should give sure hit to other characters too while I'm at it. I know there is a CE like in here that what was it? Here it is. I know this has sure hit. No, not sure hit. Invuln Pierce. Where is? I'll give you that one actually, just because. And you know what? Since I think we have that room to spare. I can give you the third copy. Yep. Perfect.
Hey.
And I'm gonna go ahead and get myself Old Fable there. Let's go. Gonna go and just skip that. So, now that things have kind of winded down a little bit, how's everybody doing tonight?
Tonight's been...
That's a mood.
This again. Great starting hand, thanks game. Oh, it doesn't really matter. It's not yet, Skeletor, not yet. Wait. Oh, I forget, which one was the,
Skeletor gifted us a
Use
game
that,
sub.
Wait, I have Invuln Pierce with her MP, I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about that at all, actually. Good. This should kill this wave, I think. Yeah, this should kill the wave. And set us up for a second NP as well. NP same getting Terraria. That's a good pick. Good choice for a game. Good game. blades for 3 hits. And I'm 1% off with that. Of course I am. Which one's the battery? The first skill? I want to say the first skill's the battery.
Did I look it up?
Eh. Yeah.
You're
I
right.
figured.
There's the battery.
We go again. It tells me the job and not the game time for Steam. Oh, actually, Sub reminded me that I actually posted a new panel down below that showcases all of our different emotes. So if you want to like get a good look at what all the emotes on here, you can do that there. The MP game modifiers, so that's good. One of them's gonna live because of that guts. Unless I just cleanse it right here, I think. Eh, you know what? Yeah, sure, why not? No buffs for you. No buffs for any of you. New Patrol is $20. That's actually a pretty good deal. Not a bad deal at all, honestly.
Doom Eternal is $20.
I actually didn't know that the game that you gave me, Skeletor, was had a character creator. I'll have to look into that now.
Oh no.
Now I need to look into that.
I'm just gonna go ahead and hit the install button. I might mess around with the character creator for a bit.
Or oh dear God, Skeletor, what have you unleashed?
4 races.
And of course, not a single Kiara card. Thanks. Although I can do this. So we're good. And yeah.
Nightwing, what do you need help with?
What do you need?
What's wrong, Nightwing?
We'll try to help as we can.
Yeah, Terraria usually is pretty cheap on sales.
Kiara still makes me uncomfortable.
Ada, ada. To be fair, that's kind of her old shtick.
I've been trying to roll for Castoria on JP and I've had no luck. And I've been very annoyed because of it.
Yeah, this guy's got his ready to go. Need to kind of deal with that real fast. Thanks, Nero. Just eat away at 2 of his evades. Alright, good stuff. Trying to level Mount Nova ASAP.
Oh yeah, how did your sister react to you getting Mount Nobu? I remember you wanted to roll for your sister.
Yeah, how'd that go? Because they scared just like me. Oh, jeez. Quick, find the nearest torch and proceed to burn it.
I was gonna say, I don't think you could find the help here, but White's got some solid advice. Maybe not solid advice, maybe more of a liquid state.
No, it's reduced to atom state. Am I wrong?
God damn it.
Grab some gloves, yeah. Or you could go with the more sensible option, just grab some gloves and just take it out of there. Both are solid options.
A dwarf, 2 humans, and a human wizard. They know how to take care of vermin.
Oh no.
Hang in there, Nightwing. Hang in there.
We'll call for help.
Also, I'm starting this ahead of time.
Are you drinking?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
2 days off, and I have had a very stressful week.
All right, so this was honestly pretty simple. God, Castoria is a hell of a drug.
No. Castoria is a drug. And yes, I did get the reference, Seb.
You can grab it and risk not getting bit. That is true. How big is this vermin in question? Just for the record.
Bump.
And no.
Skeletor, not gonna lie, I was taking White to bite. Chelsea with
To be fair, your situation reminded me of a clip from another video I was watching a while ago, where a guy literally just takes a blowtorch and proceeds to roast a cockroach.
I just don't do well with insects, so my brain kind of just shuts off at the mention of them. Insects and arachnids and anything of that.
She backed me up on it. Okay, well, the person in question that asked this isn't here, unfortunately, but I'm still gonna do it anyway. So,
are you looking for someone in particular?
You wanted to do a solo, right?
Yeah, it was a solo attempt with Himiko versus the old man. I don't even know if this is gonna work, honestly.
Good question.
I kinda doubt it, but I'm willing to give it a shot. As Himiko.
Yeah.
Anyway, where's Changong?
Himiko.
We're gonna yeet this. We're gonna yeet the Merlin.
Yeet the Merlin.
It's time to yeet Merlin out of existence. Although Changong might get in the way now I think about it, because he does have class advantage and... What's a good CE to give Himiko for this fight? We do need some guts, I think, so we'll take that. I don't know if Invuln Pierce is going to actually work. Oh, he has Invuln Pierce, so Invincibility might not be the best idea.
I mean, it's on a skill. It's not on the NP itself.
But he tends... But I remember... But... Does he tend to use it?
Specifically on your main, he popped it every single time he did his NP. I was able to get away with it. Stream account was able to get away with it.
Necromancy. I mean, we could try that.
Necromancy memes.
Where is Sheepa? Probably Burrett's building a nest behind where the cabinet is, but honestly, I doubt it.
Hey, that's a pleasant thought.
Alright, let's give it a shot.
You got this.
This ain't gonna end well. Just a thought. This is not gonna end well at all. Subaru, you got Skyrim VR. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh diddy. Alright. Well. Oh, no relax for next. Unfortunate. I'll do that.
Miko on the loose.
Get some extra stars while we're at it. Let's give this a shot. If this does fail, I'm really Himiko Castora. Hey, Kingdom Hearts, you got here just in time. We're trying this out.
We're doing it.
I didn't forget. Well, that didn't take long.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, target focus, thanks. I feel like this is gonna end horribly.
When has that ever stopped you?
Not very often. It has stopped me before, but not very often. I'll do this.
Oh,
We need the
man,
involve
I
for-
decided to round someone else. He was at it was like he was at level 68, and I'm like, oh, I'll just round him out.
Oh, right, he hasn't. I should have given her, like, okay!
Oh, Christ.
Oh dear God.
Suddenly, I'm not so confident this is gonna work at all. Suddenly, my confidence just immediately just got sapped away.
Hey, Guy Gardner, how's it going?
Hi, Guy Gardner. Welcome to this mess.
We're making poor decisions, and by we, I mean just White.
We're dying. Yeah, pretty much. And there's the Invuln Pierce. We're dead. That didn't take long.
Want to try again?
I mean, I could go with Necromancy, see how that goes. But someone tells me that would be a massive waste of time.
Yeah.
That's the wrong button. Which one's the... No. No.
Bottom. Or towards.
Which one is the one to get out? I actually don't know. Bottom. That has the things. Wait, that has the cubes.
Okay.
Bottom one?
Wait. I can never leave. Here, how about just to be on the safe side? I just like, hold on. Just to be on the safe side. I'm gonna do this. Just be on the safe side of this.
My God.
Just so I don't like accidentally waste something. I'll just quit the moment the fight starts. Or I could just abort it like that. There we go. Okay, plan B. Oh, right. I forgot. I added new sound things, by the way.
Oh.
I may or may not have added new sound alert rewards for you guys to mess around with.
And what exactly is the time on certain ones for your sanity?
Like...
And
Uh,
I just looked.
Alright. Okay. How about we just go back to this? Someone tells me we're, that the solo attempt is not going to get us very far.
We're gonna Castoria the shit out of this.
Yeah, I'm just going to go back to my old habits. I'm just going to go ahead and equip this as well, just for damage. Should I go with just these three, or should I put a back line just in case?
How confident are you?
Well, after that last attempt, I'm Got spamming for solos, yeah. I could, like, put Heracles in the back just because. Just to be perfectly sure. And he's up here. Right. That's our boy Herc. Yeah. Unfortunately, mine does not have Castle of Snow, so, take that with a grain of salt. Give you that as well, just for Invul and Pierce's sake. And... do I have anyone else I could just kind of throw at this, just for the heck of it? Come to Bonton during Neurofest. Oh dear.
When all fails, George.
When all fails, George.
He can soak up a few hits for you.
He's not that level though. I could go ahead and just put
That's
him in there
fair.
just for the heck of it.
He has his guts.
Yeah, he does.
He'll live for like 2 rounds, maybe?
More than likely. And Mash just for screening as well.
Yay!
Where even is... Hey, we'll do that. Alright, let's see how this goes. Let's try again with an actual team. Emme. That is true, he does have class advantage. Alright.
It also depends if the round ends, because sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I don't really understand it.
Alright. Go ahead and get some charge going for everybody. And because I just want to keep us covered this first turn. Because I know if it's not even going to be worth it later in later turns anyway.
ご要望とあらおや行くかい切り込むどうだい
90%. Okay. Okay, we got Merlin's MP at least. Fire focus, that's not good. That's actually really bad. I don't like that at all. Although... I do see those 2 Buster cards on her. And she does have her invincibility. So, you know, I think I'll do this. If he's gonna do that, I might as well just, like, go in with this. I don't know if this will be enough, but it is a Buster Chain. So this should hurt. Got Sprog damage, still attacks. We did that once before in a fight, and I think that the opposite happened to us.
It was Kama, and she was the last person left. I think
1 bar.
if, if George is at the end of an attack chain, or it's just a regular attack chain, it should just proc, and then the round should end. But if it's an NP, then they keep attacking. But
I think I just realized a flaw in this plan.
What?
We don't have any way to cover Himiko now. Crap.
Oh, fuck.
Because that target focus, I have no way to cleanse it either. I should have used Merlin's NP there to get Castorio's NP going. Not bad. Well, I can at least do some damage with their arts cards if I do it like this. He's gonna invuln Pierce anyway, but I might as well just do this. Just kind of do some damage.
Maybe he won't?
He's going to. Knowing my luck, he's going to. And even if she somehow lives, she's still gonna get target focused like crazy with his other attacks. Yep, there's the invuln Pierce. And Himiko is basically dead.
Ow!
That was highly unnecessary!
Please. It's like what?
Well, George can screen a hit or two for us. Yeah, George, take a hit.
Please.
He doesn't have his
Oh,
guts.
that's not
problematic.
Oh,
No, he does
shit.
not.
He can take a hit.
1 round.
Well, Castoria, could you do some damage for me?
Bonk.
Well, actually, it was pretty good damage. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Good damage.
Good stuff. He's probably gonna evade now. Yep. Okay, we get it. You're roiding up. Again, highly unnecessary. Who else wants a piece of Uncle? Well, she doesn't have any of her skills active anyway, so we're good.
It's like the meme of how many times supposed to be beat this lesson into you, old man? Except the old man actually fights back.
Yeah.
The old man is
Yeah.
listening to us.
Okay, I'm gonna have Mash absorb a few hits, and I'm gonna also have Castoria just NP real quick. As well as have Merlin's card as well. Because they're not gonna hit anywhere because of the evade. I can then have Mash target focus with her own and with her third skill to see another hit or two. Okay, we get it. Okay, cool. Alright. Kinda want to save the other things for when Hurt gets in the field, so I'm gonna kind of hold off on these skills for at least one more turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna do this.
Wait, that meme didn't come from Youngsta Zero?
And that is a dead Mash.
Don't worry, Senpai, I'll take a hit for you. Oh no.
Ow!
Christmas
You okay, Mash?
Just went through the shield.
Galahad, you son of a bitch!
Oh crap, he's stacking arts buffs now. Oh, well.
The Heracles.
Oh, screw off! He's not gonna. He wouldn't. He would. He wouldn't. He wouldn't. He would not. He wouldn't. I refuse to believe he would. Or he won't.
Like this.
He's not going to. He won't. He won't do it.
Use your chains on us.
Actually, I could have done a Merlin chain and called it a day, I think. Do we freeze?
Maybe?
No? Stream's still going on. At least on my end it is.
Yeah, it's still fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
fine.
We should be good.
Bye.
Wait, hold on, what's he? He's got some, oh god, is that a class negation thing? I'm pretty sure that's a class negation thing, isn't it?
Do you want me to track?
そこは壁もなく城もなく国制度の始まりの空魂のありかを見せようかガーデン・オブ・アバロン
Nice, Skeletor.
切り込む
Nice.
Crap, it wasn't. No crits. You mother!
Oh my god.
Well, shit.
We're in trouble.
DPS Merlin.
It's still technically doable. This is still doable. It's still doable. It's still doable. This is still doable.
DPS supports.
It's still winnable. It's still winnable.
We got this. I believe.
Well, he's gonna pop his MP anyway with the Invuln Pierce if I do it next turn, so no reason not to do that there. I am not relaxed, Merlin. Shut up. I'm actually gonna let Merlin do the damage here. This is the Garjuna fight? Yes. Oh.
Okay there, buddy.
Buddy, you wanna calm down a bit? Well, we kind of have no choice but to do this. I might as well do the arts buff on Castoria just so she does more damage with her arts card. This so I can get 2 hits for both of them, and then this. Yeah, Castoria's MP negates Invuln Pierce, so that's why I know this fight is at least still doable. If Castoria couldn't do that, we'd be utterly screwed. We still have a chance as long as Castoria is on the field. Oh, for crit damage? Yeah, true. I could have done that for crit damage. Probably would have been better, actually. He's probably going to target Castoria because of the Invuln on her. Crap!
No. No!
Okay. Should have figured I was gonna happen.
Solo?
Well, Merlin, you're up, buddy. Okay. This I think it's still possible, but we have to get really lucky for the next couple of hits. This fell apart so fast. This fell apart so fast. Maybe. Merlin, for the love of God. Oh!
Oh my god, Merlin!
He's got the... Well, there's no point in not using this right now. Okay, we need crit stars for this. We need critical stars.
Kingdom Hearts is freaking out. Since when did Lee have instant death?
It's on his 3rd bar. He gets instant death chance on on his hits afterwards.
Yeah.
UAA. Yeah, we're gonna have to do it like this. No stars from this. 29 stars. Okay, we have... There's still a chance.
Yeah.
If Merlin can crit... well, he has 100% crit right there, so definitely doing that.
6,
We
7,
have...
10.
Merlin, buddy, pal. I know we've had our differences in the past, but we really need you to come through for us right now. Merlin, for God's sake. Wait, he's got the neutral class thing. We're screwed.
No.
Oh, thank God!
Merlin for the win!
それは上々。
Merlin!
I got your talismans right here, you old man! Christ. I'm getting PTSD.
But yeah, he does have death on the NP. It's 100% chance, and I'm...
Yeah, this was such a scuffed run. That run fell apart so fast. It all fell apart. The moment Himiko died, everything just fell apart. Oh. Yeah, Merlin landed every single crit from that chain. If he hadn't done that, we probably would have we probably still would have died. But God, this now we have to deal with this part. Now we gotta deal with this bit. I hate this bit. Okay, okay, all right. Where's the Marone I was using earlier? I kind of need that to work with this. There you are. Okay.
Ooh, that's a nice Merlin.
Yeah, that's the Marone I typically use for most of these comps, actually. Okay. Yeah, didn't bring a second Castoria. Yeah, actually. Huh. Would we?
We could. We'd have to find a way to pierce evade, though.
Yeah. But
She...
do I have anybody that could, like, loop this fight to death?
There's a Moon Cancer who could. There's a Foreigner who could. Maybe.
Sure. Both are good options for this.
The Foreigner being an especially good option because Berserker.
True. We have all the foreigners we could ask for, honestly. Hachime? Yeah. Abby would also be a good pick for as like a last stand because she can remove defensive buffs in case he decides to like stall with his invade. All right, so let me make another team for this. Well, actually no, I'll just do it like this. Go for carrier, give her Shuretsi, and she'll give you the cat. That is true. Here, I'll go ahead and go with Summer Kiara, and I'll give her the Invuln Pierce that we had last time. Yeah, this one. My backline will probably consist mostly of foreigners. So...
Oh.
Let's see. That's gonna really eat up our costs, though. MHX Idlex would probably be a good pick for this because she is MP5, so her MP would still hit pretty hard, even if it is AoE. So it wouldn't be a bad pick for this, I think. I'll go with that. Do I have a sure hit that's cheaper than this? I do have with one strike still, but... Alright. Let me go back and get a second Castoria.
How did you forget this fight, Mr. Kingdom Hearts boy?
This fight sucks.
Very difficult to forget.
It is extremely hard to forget this fight, not gonna lie. Alright. Let's give it a shot.
Let's go.
We can NP turn 1 with this comp. And potentially loop. Maybe. Even though there's only 2 of them. Yo, just show who's the better couple. Hi Sherlock, bye Sherlock.
Hi Sherlock, bye.
Yeah, it would be a terrible idea, but honestly, I'm not gonna lie. They are the better couple. I'll say it.
That's because you hate the horse. There's some bias there. There's no judgment on the couples themselves. It's that you hate the horse.
I'd still say, I would still say that they're the better couple, even if I didn't hate the horse. I'm not gonna lie.
Seb, I hate that you're right. Oh god, I could see it.
Chick sauce of feet. No!
Think about it. Think about it.
What's jigsaw?
Listen.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, Ren.
Okay, I'm not worrying about it.
Don't worry about it. It's
should
fine.
I clarify for her at least? Like who?
Wait a minute. I just realized this might actually be a problem. We might have a small problem here.
What is the problem?
This man with his mental debuff immunity.
Oh shit.
Because if you recall, Kiara's third skill gives like mental debuff things, and I don't know if that's gonna block it or not. Well, let's find out.
I still think that's Jason Stone.
Let's see what we got here. After bars. Except you just ruined Soul for me. 70% charge, that's not bad. There's your evade. Okay, you two are just roiding up, I see. Is it worth it to do this right now? Yeah. Just so I can at least get one going. I can at least get another, another Land of Avalon if the other one falls apart. Nice. Oh, right. His gimmick. I forgot about that. Yeah. Right. I forgot about that. Well, this is problematic. Okay, let me just test this out. I want to see. Will this actually do anything to him? Nope. Okay, so it doesn't work on him.
Some of it landed.
I did give the evade to, or else that is good. Guess Ray does have an evade to work with in case it gets slapped. Nice engage. Turn into that. Oh no. He's gonna hit us with an NP, unfortunately. But we will be protected, so we'll be fine. We are cursed, but it's fine. It's okay. Okay, everything's fine. Everything is not fine. I kind of want those extra hits. Actually, no, I'm getting rid of her right now. When I get as soon as I get a chance, I'm doing that now. How's your fight with you? How's your fight with you, May Red, and her angry pony husband? I'm not liking it. I don't like it. I didn't like it the last time we did it in the stream, and I don't like it here. I still don't like it.
First time you did it.
2 hits, and that cleanses the curse off us. She's almost dead. Good. We have a small problem. Also, Little Man Lee. It was painful, but it only took like 2 tries. So, although the second attempt was very sloppy.
The first try, to be fair.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Well,
They still have the guards, so we're fine.
yeah.
They still have the guards, so we're okay. Mash can block it with a with the invincibility unless he does that immediately, but I don't think he's going to. Alright. I think we can just do this and call it a day. Still got that neutral thing. He's gonna have that for at least another turn, isn't he? Okay, good. He didn't I was scared because for a moment I was like, is that something Invuln Pierce, is it? I think he's got one more action. Okay, we're good. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. We're okay. Go and pop this now. And I'm also going to go ahead and just give that to Kiara while I'm already here. I don't know if it's worth using her NP right now. We'll push us for at least another attack. You know what? No, I'll do that. I'll do it. I'll go ahead and cover us. Pressing Berserker with Scotty. Yeah, Nightwing. That was pretty much how what it boiled down to. Wow, he just not like Kiara. Okay, at least his skill thing is subsided at this point, so we're good on that front. I think I'm gonna let Mash eat the next hit. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use the NPs. That is true. Kiara did just kill his girl. Right, his neutral thing is gone now, so we can do some actual damage.
That's good.
Okay, we're almost at his third bar.
You have me intrigued, Seb. You have me intrigued.
Ow! Fuck.
I hate this man. I hate this horse. I hate this horse so much.
Don't worry, Senpai. I'm fine.
No, you are not fine, Mash. Your armor is literally about to explode on your face. The visor is literally coming apart.
Fine. I've dealt with worse.
Okay, good. Good. She had the Invuln Pierce. We're good. Third part, and PCL. Well, Mash is gone.
I did mess with it a little bit, Skeletor.
Alright, we have some foreigners in here.
Kingdom Hearts, he really did. He really did do that.
Alright. We can feed Idol X with some boost so she can do some decent damage.
My only comment on that, Seb, is
I'm gonna do that.
it'd be less of a relationship and more the equivalent to a buddy cop movie.
Or I could use Kiara's. No, it's not worth. No, it's really worth right now.
Roxas, no! Roxas, no! We're gonna lull the beast to sleep.
They say music soothes the savage beast. We're gonna beat it over the head with music instead. Hang on, let me go ahead and just see if everything's fine. No, is it still crashed? Still crashed. No, we're back. Yeah, we're back. We're all back. All right, let's try that again. You think you can get away? You think you can escape your fate here, buddy? No. You think you can cheat the system by crashing the stream? No, you're not escaping this fate. Goodbye.
They're about to roll, motherfucker.
And Kira's probably gonna finish it. No? Yeah, she's gonna finish it. Yep. Bye! And good riddance. Alright, good stuff. Lovely. Alright.
Well, the moth demands punches.
Yep.
Man.
Oh.
We'll give them the punching of their life.
I kind of want to show superiority in rulers. I kind of want to show ruler superiority here.
Yeah. Looks like we're on the same page, White.
I think I'm gonna do that.
Looks like we're burning the same library. I mean, what?
Oh, man.
You know what? That's fair, Nightwing. And frustrating work. There they are.
Hello there. Dun.
Skeletor is now in full moth mode.
Mothman. I think if I just... Yeah. Just give me enough charge, I think. Yep, 24%. The hell is that? What the heck was that?
What? Sorry, I was typing.
Somebody was screaming bloody murder like outside. What the heck was that?
Maybe you should go find out what that is.
I don't know.
Was it in like an angry way, a pained way, or just...
Yes.
frustrated?
Oh.
Could you excuse me for just 1 second?
Definitely
That's
a good idea
fine.
to check on that.
I will be right back. Putting up an ad, just be sure.
Bring your sword from your closet.
I thought that was your closet.
Everybody should have a sword. No, I'm kidding.
I about to say, I mean, my swords aren't in my closet, but I do have a couple. The silence.
Anything can be a weapon if you're just creative enough. Really.
The silence spoke volumes about that.
No judgment.
No, but I do keep them next to the door in case of emergency. I got one of those double swords, kind of like what Deermud has.
Ah, all right.
Except it's like edgier, for lack of better words.
As long as it's effective, I suppose.
I'm back.
Welcome
Hi.
back. We were talking about swords.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, apparently my old man's just freaking watching Killing Joke. So you know that's the thing.
Is it punching time?
I think it's punching time. I think it's punching time.
Hello.
Hello, Jim. Here's some time for us to throw hands with the Emperor.
Oh, that's a punch.
That's a punch.
Ruler supremacy!
Himiko.
Well, somebody else about to get slapped because of this NP.
I mean, it's a target focus.
Target focus, invuln, and tons of damage for him, so he's gonna hurt with his attacks.
Maybe they won't be. Ha.
Okay, we're good.
Check your DMs real quick.
We're clear.
Ooh.
At least for now we are.
Yeah.
That's good care. Also,
you wanna hear
thought?
You wanna hear
Sorry, go
something
ahead.
funny? You wanna know where I got these from? The convention I'm going to in about a week.
Amazing.
Shark has new emotes. Nice.
Look at them.
Speaking of which, we're also working on some potential new stuff on our end.
Sean Pounds!
Nice.
Shin bomb. Ah, look at the pancakes! Look at the pancakes!
Oh, Merlin's dead.
God.
Yeah, his crits
Their
are.
animations look so cool, but then they just. Oh God.
Everyone's dying!
Hey, George, would you mind taking a hit?
Hi, George.
Nice.
Good punch. Our turn.
So
My
yeah,
turn.
Kingdom Hearts has a point. 69 crit stars.
That's. Why do you think I said nice?
They're gonna feel that in the morning.
And George is dead.
Uh-oh. Oh, and we have Bazaka! And not a single Berserker card to be seen.
It's fine.
That's fine. This just means that there's going to be more in the next two hands.
We fine.
Okay, okay.
The words I'm mad at wants to. I'm in danger. And the damage. Crap. Ash can took a few hits for us, so we're good on that front. Mikong! Nice.
Alright.
Wait, did I give him? Yeah, I gave him Middle Pierce. Good. Just refreshing.
Azaka? Azaka!
Let's doing some extra damage on those. And yeah, as I mentioned earlier, we are working on some potential new emotes. Yeah, we have sounds now, by the way, people. We have sound alerts.
Oh.
Well, that's concerning. That is very concerning.
I don't remember them doing this.
Neither do I, actually. Which means we're gonna die.
I really like the music for that. It sounded nice.
Oh, Himiko's dead.
Very dark and ominous.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Herc is still here.
Standing there.
Menacingly.
We still have Innovate, and we still have our guts.
It's on a bit of a delay, Nightwing.
I have a cooldown placed on it, so... Powder Sound Wind. Azaka.
Azaka! Song request? Not really.
Oh, Mash is dead. Okay, we'll take a few hits.
Yeah, what
2%.
Skeletor says. It's, I think a couple months ago, Twitch really cracked down on, like, copyright-related things.
Yeah, I did.
So, we don't take that chance.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and pop the guts. Yeah, I'm gonna do that now. I'm just gonna go full Unga Bunga Brain on this in this part. Yeah, going Unga Bunga Brain.
Unga Bunga.
Staying out of stock. Are they? I didn't put.
It's on cooldown.
It's on cooldown.
Maybe each of them are on the same cooldown? Well, on the bright side, Unga Bunga harder.
Unga Bunga harder. Well, Herc, we're gonna need you to really do some good damage here.
You'll at least take him down to 100,000 with this.
Doesn't have his damage up though, unfortunately. He has the defense down though. That's nice.
Oh, nice. Like I said, you'll take him down to at least 100,000 with this.
And we do have his attack buff coming up in the next turn, so we should win this, I think. Oh crap, he still has the heal too, I forgot about that. Alright, Herc.
Or nothing, let's go.
Go get him, Bazaka!
Let's land this 40% crit.
No, that might not be enough, actually.
No!
Nope, 2,000 short! Ah!
So close, Azaka!
Okay.
We tried.
We tried.
Again, which one's the right button?
Oh fuck, okay, so we know for sure it's not the rightmost. What's the middle one?
It's the
The middle
rightmost.
one, I believe, is the,
That's the command seals.
That's
Yeah.
command seals. That is...
This. I think this is that.
Yeah,
And then
that.
that has...
It does
Is there
tell-
something that resets
yeah.
in 31 days?
Don't know what the frick this is.
I think that's a word for rock, and then it says 31 days after, so I'm assuming that's a cooldown for something.
Hit the one on the bottom again.
I think this is
that's the blue cube because it's telling you up in the top right corner.
right. So is this the right one?
There's one. That might be quartz.
We only have 11 quartz. That's the command seals. This is
I feel like that's
Saint quartz. I'm pretty sure.
I feel like
So that means the one.
Okay, you know what? Just do the thing you did last time.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Besides, we need to move on anyway to get to GudaGuda.
I know.
So I'm gonna go ahead and boot that up now. Let's go ahead and get things booted up. All right. Just gonna go ahead and change this real quick to that there, and move the thing up here as well.
Hello, Draven.
Hi, Draven.
Hi, Draven.
How
We're supposed to read
how-
Japanese. That would be nice. Although. Anyway. And yes, I was doing a bit of grinding for stuff on here, so I think it's a little low. That's fine, we have apples for that. Anyway, back to more GudaGuda. Where were we? Oh,
yeah.
And visuals, right. I need to do that every time. There you go. There you go.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, part 4, section 1, Paradise of the West. Who should we bring along for this little ride? Guest servants, or
Obviously, you need to bring an assassin.
clearly? We'll just bring Medusa. How's it going, Draven?
Pre-sequel.
I think this will work. Well, this will work for us. Actually, no, we could also bring Ryoma as well. Yeah, bring Ryoma. And yeah, no, this will be decent.
Require practical application of frog.
No. Or do you? No. I'm gonna go do it myself. Huh.
Frogs.
First one for me, so I gotta clear that shop.
Oryu is to frog as Visibron is to go.
Exactly.
What happened to you, Nobu? Why are you so tall?
I don't know. I don't really know. I also don't know either, but hot damn, I look sexy as hell, don't you think?
How many variations can you get?
There's never enough
Why can't I have
Nobu.
as many?
There's never enough Nobu.
You finally grew up, huh, boss? I don't know what the deal is with those spiky things on your back, but damn if they're not awesome. Wait, is this what you were always like back in the day, boss? I can't even remember anymore.
What is going on? How did this happen?
How did this happen?
Keep it together. There's nothing to worry about. All the different Lady and Lord Nobunagas in this land were simply consolidated into a single being.
Okay, I'm gonna try something just really quick before we go any further. Let me see if I can...
That does have a point. 2 GudaGudas in a row, we got single target art servants.
I'm trying to see if I can up the volume on you guys a little bit more. Okay, hopefully that helps. Alright. So that's what happened. Oh, hey, if it isn't Michi. Wait, you're on the enemy side! What do you think you're doing, showing your face around here? So you're Akechi Mitsuhide, the famed retainer of the Oda clan. As soon as Kipushi disappeared, he surrendered to us without another word.
My loyalty is to the one and only Lady Nobunaga. If this is where I am to find her, then it is where I shall offer my service. Well, that's awfully convenient. Do we really want this guy hanging around here, sister? On a different note, where did you get so beautifully badass?
Ah, shut up, Nobukatsu. Besides, you were on the enemy side the first time we ran into you here, too. Anyway, knowing you, Michi, I assume you didn't turn up here empty-handed?
Indeed, I didn't, my lady. I have information to share about our true enemy.
True enemy? What true enemy? Pardon the intrusion.
This was Ren last time.
Right, sure.
A man calling himself the caster of Moxu is requesting an audience with you. Shall I send him in?
That didn't take long. Lady Nobunaga, let us leave this to the Chaldeans and retire to the guest chambers for the time being. Lord Cherbo, could I ask you to find out what this caster seeks?
What are you plotting?
For the moment, I ask only that you meet with the caster of Makuzu and hear what he has to say. Surely you can wait to cut off my head until after that.
Well, what should we do, Senpai?
Hmm.
Okay, let's hear what he has to say.
Oh, yes, I almost forgot. If he should happen to ask about us, please tell him that you killed both Demon King Nobunaga and me during the recent skirmish.
Hmm. Bum ba bum 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 da 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 da. So, you defeated Demon King Nobunaga. My lord was delighted to hear it. I knew I could count on you, Chaldeans. So now what do you want? You come to declare war on us now that the Demon King's out of the way? Oh no, nothing like that. Now that you have vanquished the Demon King, my lord wished for me to give you a message. The Lord of Makuzu, huh? Indeed. On behalf of the Makuzu, we would like to begin peace talks with Chaldea and bring an end to the war and strife that plagues this land once and for all.
I'm sorry, hang on. You want peace?
We do. Once we have reached an agreement, we Makuzu will be happy to lend Chaldea, indeed all living creatures, any assistance needed. And what's in it for you guys? The Makuzu's goal was always to bring salvation to all living things. While we were forced to take up arms to defend ourselves and our allies from Demon King Nobunaga's machinations, we have no use for them now that the Demon King is gone. Won't you consider joining hands with us and taking the first step towards lasting peace? Or do you only wish to unite all of Japan to satisfy your own desires rather than to bring peace to its people? And do you now plan to make us your next target after Demon King Nobunaga?
Okay. Why were you guys fighting Demon King Nobunaga anyway?
Well, for one thing, Demon King Nobunaga would not even entertain the idea of an audience, let alone peaceful negotiations. Instead, our land was invaded and anyone that got in the way killed blindly. A true Demon King in every sense of the word.
And what exactly are the terms of your peace?
Oh yes, my lord would like to meet with you so you can discuss that in person. And so, I would like to cordially invite you to visit him in the Makuzu's main temple headquarters. Makuzu Homoji.
According to the caster of Makuzu, this should be Lord Makuzu's domain.
I see. That would mean the Makuzu control the Kyoto area.
Man, what a letdown. These talks might be a good thing and all, but so damn boring. Hey, Master, what do you say we take a break and have some lunch?
The map says there's a village just up ahead. Why don't we take a breather there, Senpai? Especially since we still have a ways to go before we get to the Makuzu headquarters. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm starving.
Alright, what are we waiting for?
Okay.
Oh, that's one very unhappy game.
Jeez.
Okay. 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 Only once? How could you? Only twice? I'm mad. Only 3 times? You're officially that guy, you know that one. You know who I'm talking about, right?
Sure.
Yeah, the villager just crashed the game for us. It's like,
Not it.
not me.
My goodness, you've all come quite a long way. You must be exhausted from your journey. Please stay and rest a spell. Help yourself to all the food and drink you like. Thank you. That's so kind of you, especially since we've really only just met. Oh, it's no trouble. We have plenty to spare thanks to Lord Makuzu, and we don't even have to work for it.
The villager's secretly BB. Oh god.
We could never live this good without the great Lord Makuzu. Chanelu.
You don't have to work to eat? And what was that last part?
I had a frog in my throat. He just opens his mouth.
Then where'd all the food and booze come from?
We're fortunate enough to live close to Lord Makuzu. It's through his graces that we're blessed with such abundance. Thanks to him, we're able to live better lives here than ever before. It's truly paradise on Earth now. I still can't believe I used to spend so much time on backbreaking work like a fool.
Paradise, huh? Well, that's why we haven't seen anyone working in this entire village.
Hey, I'm not seeing any kids around here.
Oh, the children are all studying Lord Makuzu's teachings at his headquarters on the mountain. In the future, they all get to be monks for him. We couldn't be more grateful.
All the children will be Makuzu monks, huh?
We should be nearly at the Makuzu headquarters now. Although there is something about this province that's, nagging at me a little bit.
I suppose getting by without having to work probably would be considered paradise in an age of constant war. Still, I couldn't help but notice that simply getting by seemed to be all those villagers did.
That's what they consider paradise, huh?
Ha! What a joke. Nothing to do every day but eat and sleep? I would last a week before dying of boredom.
At any rate, we should hurry on to the Makuzu headquarters. I want to verify what Lord Akechi told us for myself. So of all places, the Makuzu are headquartered at the Homoji. Huh. I don't remember there being a mountain nearby.
Indeed, the whole area doesn't look at all the way it did in our time.
So it's not the same Kyoto we know then?
No, it's not. I suggest the next stop you all take is to attend this peace talk at the Makuzu headquarters and see what their nation is like for yourselves. Lady Nobunaga and I will await your return here so they don't find out we're still alive.
Don't worry about a thing. I'll keep a close eye on him to make sure he doesn't pull anything. Besides, one visit to Homoji was more than enough for me. Even I can only tempt fate so many times. Roll credits.
Ichikata and I will stay behind too, just to make sure Nobu the giant here doesn't screw up.
Don't worry, we'll hold down the fort good and tight while you're away. Speaking of which, you sure you really just want to waltz just waltz into enemy headquarters?
As long as I'm around, I won't let them so much as breathe on Master.
In fact, if they do try to harm us during this peace talk, that would give us an excellent reason to invade them. Between myself, Nagayoshi, and Chief Retainer Masha's protection, I'm sure we can all handle anything they might try.
Right. As your chief retainer, I'm Mash Kierlight, bound to keep Senpai safe even if it should cost me my own life.
Hey, you're really starting to sound like a samurai. That's what a loyal retainer should be like.
Well, I don't know how much help Katsuzo will be, but I'm sure you'll be able to find. You'll be fine as long as that stupidly strong god of war's with you. I bet you could kill 100,000 soldiers all on her own, and that's without the advantage servants have over regular armies. If things do take a turn towards servant versus servant battles, Jove will pretty much have to be there.
Counting on you guys there.
Oh, before I forget, please remember that Makuzu thinks we're dead, and we would like to keep it that way.
I make no promises.
Oh boy. So these are the Makuzu headquarters. I have to say, this isn't what I was expecting.
Not it.
Not it.
Not it.
I already have like 2 people here.
Fine. Yeah. Hey, give me some more booze. And a woman to pour it for me.
I never thought I would see monks eating meat and drinking alcohol, especially in broad daylight.
Who are you guys? Oh, you're here to pay your respects to Lord Makuzu? Well, good. That's what we like to see. Just hand it over and you can be on your way.
Hand what over?
Ah, come on, don't make me yell it out. What? You guys never been here before or something? I'm talking about a little tip. You know, for excellent service. A monk demanding a bribe? Now I've seen everything. If you want a tip, I got one for you right here, on the end of my spear. The hell? Are you threatening us, punk? You know what happens to people who mess with Lord Makuzu's monks?
Okay, Ori, cool it! As they would say in Death Row to Canada.
Oh, damn.
Oh, well, hello there, Chaldeans. What a funny coincidence running into you here.
You know these guys?
Yes, I do. Anyway, as you can see, I'm here on business again. It's not much, but here's my usual tip. Would you do me a favor and let these guys in for me? I'll throw a little extra to cover them.
Well, I guess since you know them, I can look the other way for such a good tip. Alright, go on through. Let's head back to it. Now let's get back to it. A toast to the god of Makuzu.
Have you been here before, Sakamoto?
Oh yeah, it's a good spot for both business and gathering intel. So, what do you guys think of the place so far? Are all the monks here like that? Oh, I wouldn't say all of them, but generally speaking, most of them are. Well, let's just say they're not what you usually expect from monks.
Must be a hell of a place if it's got so-called monks boozing it up in broad daylight.
I take it you saw some of the nearby villages on your way here then?
We did. They told us they never had to worry about food thanks to the Makuzu's kindness.
That's right, they don't. Every aspect of life here depends upon the Makuzu's generosity. Thanks to that, the people here always have enough to eat, and they never have to work for it. In that sense, you could call this land a utopia.
Sorry, I zoned out there for a second. Or I was maybe sleeping and dreaming about frogs. Except for the fact that no one here's got any damn life in their eyes.
So they depend on their Lord Makuzu for everything, huh? I don't like it.
Still, even when all we've ever known is war, and you've had to go hungry more days than not, I could certainly see the appeal of such a way of life. I suppose it all depends on how you look at it. Alright, the main hall's right over there. Or you and I still have some business to take care of, so we'll see you guys later.
If you guys find the dog. I'm not sure about the dog, but about Izo, though.
What am I doing in jail? Let me out, damn it! Alright, I'll ask you again. Who is your master? Shut up, Gramps. Do you have any idea who I am? I'm Demon King Nobunaga's faithful servant, Manslayer Izo. Huh? Wait, no, I'm not. Who am I? Just as I thought. The brainwashing still hasn't worn off. We won't be getting out of there for a while yet. I told you nobody's controlling me, damn it! Now let me out already!
Well then.
He's still on, permanent medical leave. What is that idiot doing?
Well, I'm glad to hear he's alright. Okay, see you later then.
Yeah, I still don't trust that guy.
Alright, here we are. We're finally going to meet the head of the Makuzu. Let's go. Well, hello there, Chaldeans. Welcome to the headquarters of the Makuzu. My lord has been expecting you. Please, right this way.
This is it.
Please, allow me to introduce you to our leader, the High Priest of Makuzu.
Welcome, welcome, clanspeople of Chaldea.
High Priest of Makuzu, huh?
Allow me to get right to the point. Do the Makuzu truly wish to enter into a peace treaty with the Chaldea clan?
We do. War is an empty undertaking that brings nothing but pain for all living things. Now that Demon King Nobunaga, the enemy of all the gods and the Buddha, is gone, we have no more reason to fight.
But Demon King Nobunaga was opposed to you?
Oh yes, Demon King Nobunaga was truly a faithless scoundrel, the enemy of all that is good in the world. We assured the Demon King no fewer than 3 times that we had no wish for battle, only for them to invade our land and harm our believers.
I see. That definitely sounds like something Demon King Nobunaga would do. So if the Chaldea clan agrees to your terms, what do you hope to accomplish when all of Japan is unified?
Why, we wish only to save all living things with Lord Makuzu's power, of course.
What do you mean by that?
Lord Makuzu is our god. There are no limits to his power, and nothing he cannot do. All we want is to use his glory to build a genuine paradise upon this earth.
Could you be a bit more specific?
I would say you mean with divine power.
Are you saying you Chaldeans do not believe in the gods or the Buddha?
Oh, of course we believe in them. Any righteous person would. But humans can never hope to live full lives if they depend solely on the gods and the Buddha for everything. That is why we must not be slaves to our whims, and why we must live our lives one day at a time. Yet the monks here indulge in alcohol and meat, vices that would be unthinkable for those who had devoted their lives to the Buddha. So you'll forgive me if I have trouble seeing how men who are so lacking in prudence could ever claim to be the Buddha's earthly messengers.
Come now, what harm is there in monks partaking in alcohol and meat? Why bother with something as silly as asceticism when our God gives us everything we could want? It breaks my heart to see your face so misplaced in a god as dull as Bishomontan, Lady Kagetora. Come now, why not take this opportunity to instead embrace our god Lord Makuzu?
Enough! How dare you insult Bishimontan in front of me? Besides, I never even heard of this Makuzu god before. Just what sort of god is he?
I do beg your pardon. I meant no offense. It is simply that every other god appears inconsequential next to the great and merciful Makuzu. After all, no other god is capable of bestowing food and medicine wherever it is needed, nor of bringing real, tangible salvation to all. And next to the daimyo, who do nothing more than hurt people by extorting taxes and waging war, well, there's no comparison at all.
Okay, first of all, how dare you put me and taxes in the same room?
There are no taxes here. Not anymore.
Not anymore. We dealt with that a while ago, thanks.
But then, I suppose I'm preaching to the choir here, right? Lady Kagetora or Echigo? You are renowned for your virtue, after all.
How dare you?
Ah! Oh, I want to say something real quick. The music here, I swear to God, it sounds like Dark Soul boss music almost.
I can kind of hear it.
It just needs to be a little bit more ominous. Ha! Gods, Bruta, who cares? It's all nonsense. Get off your high horse, Baldy. You know as well as I do you've never seen this so-called god of yours. What's the point of believing in a god who doesn't exist? He can't do a damn thing for you. What an odd thing to say. Lord Makuzu's power is perfect and absolute. Of course he exists. Why, he's here with us right now.
What the magical energy?
This pressure. What did you do to us?
You see, even the greatest heroic spirit is helpless in the face of Lord Makuzu's power. What's going on? This is so much harder to move now. Oh, what a surprise. I'm impressed you're able to move at all while under Lord Makuzu's power. Well, I suppose there's no other choice then. Go ahead and rough them up a little, Caster.
Sorry about this. For what it's worth, I promise you I wasn't lying, but we servants are obligated to carry out our master's orders. I'll make this hurt, but please don't die, alright? Armored warrior monks, if you would.
It's confirmed. Moving to capture.
We'll just have to fight them off the best we can.
Ooh. Aaron is rubbing off on me quite a bit. A lot of the word taxes makes him funny. It reminds me of that one clip from has anyone ever watched Dan Versus?
Oh god. Yes. Oh, Dan versus.
There's this one clip of the show where this one chick shows up at his front door and she's like, "Hello, Dan. I'm also a supermodel. How's it going on your next door neighbor and all that?" And he just goes, "I do not care who the IRS sends. I am not paying taxes." I like, and one of the comments, like, I saw a clip of that earlier, a few months ago, and one of the comments in the video is like, "Wow, Dan's pretty brave. Not even the Joker's willing to take on the IRS."
Dan versus is so good. Yeah.
It's a good show. I need to find a way to rewatch it because it's a show I've been kind of meaning to go back to. Yeah, the Hub had some pretty good shows on it. Is the Hub even still around? I kind of feel like it isn't.
I don't think it is.
That's a shame. Yeah. That's gonna take up some time, Seb. It's back to being Discovery Kids. Ow.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. Alright. Let's try this.
I don't know who to level up anymore.
just not sure at this point. Yeah, you're at that stage where you're just like, I really don't care enough to level any of these other peeps.
Well, no, I got all my levelings done, in particular for certain people. I even actually maxed out Tristan.
Sorry,
As
if-
Tristan and my brain just went to a recent Hanako Green stream where he was just cursing out Tristan's name with such passion. It was amazing.
What was the context for this?
He was trying to do a specific fight in this event with Neja.
It wasn't
you know
going
how
well.
Tristan can remove buffs?
Oh no. He was removing like the guts, wasn't he?
Oh, not the guts. Just everything.
Oh.
Buster. It was mostly the Buster up.
Oh.
So Green couldn't do enough damage to kill people. He couldn't do it.
Curtis Armstrong versus Dan? Really?
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Calling in reinforcements. Proceeding to surround and destroy.
Damn it. I can handle these punks no problem if I could just move freely. What's wrong? If you need more armored warrior monks to play with, I have plenty more where those came from.
Now I see. This hall is designed to restrict servants' movements.
What did I tell you? Lord Marcus's magical energy is utterly without limits. As such, there is no wish he cannot grant.
It's impossible. Every source of magical energy has a limit, no matter how strong the energy might be.
So you still refuse to believe, even after experiencing his divine power for yourselves? You are even greater fools than I thought. That's enough, Castor. Take these godless peons into custody and turn them into armored warrior monks or something.
Are you sure, my lord?
Now that Demon King Nobunaga is gone, there is no one left to defy our god.
Not if I have anything to say about... I can't move at all! Sorry. Like my master said, our magical energy here in this hall is limitless. Not even the Avatar Bishimonte can move about freely in here unless we let her. What about Chaldea's army? If we don't return when we said we would, they'll all be here demanding answers!
No matter. Once true paradise arrives in this land, the very idea of soldiers will cease to hold meaning.
True paradise? Well, everyone, I'm very sorry about this, but I'm afraid I need to have you all sit tight for a while. Alright, all of you go to the bad corner.
See if
I
I
don't
just
want to
start.
go to the bad corner.
You're going to the bad corner right now.
No!
Into the Himochi bad corner for you.
Mm.
Too bad you're going in the corner.
Nobody puts Musashi in the corner.
Get sat next to Gawain. That's what are you in for?
They're cellmates. They're just cellmates. Like Wayne's ears. Like, hey, hello there, Parcheesi.
We're cheesy. We're cheesy.
Ooh, voice for Dimitri is live. Cool. Kill every last one of them.
And then,
Give it a second. It'll play like actual sound alerts. Like it'll actually play like audio for it.
I know. What if I just wanted to it?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I will probably do the same thing. Anyway.
Our allies have won yet another battle, and it's all thanks to you, Lady Kagatora.
Alright then, I'm trusting you to handle the rest. I'm going to go report this victory to Bishimonten.
Yes, my lady.
Do.
I always freeze up when Lady Kagatora is around.
Not it.
Mm-mm.
Me too. I still don't know what she's thinking, refusing to cut off this territory even after winning the battle.
That one worked.
Her mind is a mystery to me as well.
Well, Lady Kagatora is an avatar of the gods. I suppose we mere humans could never hope to understand her.
Perhaps not. For that matter, as of late, I've begun to bring myself to look in her eyes. It feels as though she sees right through me, and I have nowhere to hide.
Help me, Bishimonten. I cannot understand people. I know that people are weak and fragile. I know that they curry favor with those stronger than themselves and trod mercilessly upon those weaker. Yet despite that, I've devoted my life to protecting them in the name of virtue and morality. I have killed many, many people in war. That is all my strength is good for. This monstrous strength that my father, my brother, and my sister feared. I will no doubt kill many, many more people as the wars continue. But am I truly protecting people by killing others in this way? Help me, Bishimonten. I cannot understand people, no matter how hard I try.
Why are we allies with the psychopath?
Have you seen Chaldea? How many psychopaths do we have in Chaldea now?
I think we've lost track at this point. What are we going to do now, Senpai?
What else? We break out of here and kill the bastard that did this to us.
There's a problem with that. Whatever these restraints they put on us are, we can't even move now. They seem to have been designed to rob servants of their strength.
Don't know what we're gonna do now.
No clue.
Senpai, someone's coming.
Hey guys, guess your meeting didn't go so well, huh?
Sakamoto! What were you thinking, letting yourselves get caught? Who do you think you are, Izo?
I was hoping to settle this more peacefully, but it seems you and your lord were a poor match for each other.
Hey, you were the snake woman. What the hell are you doing with him? You two been in cahoots all along or something?
Yeah, we were. Sorry for not telling you sooner.
Sakamoto?
I'm sorry, what? I knew you didn't seem trustworthy, but still.
Damn it. I knew there was something fishy about him right from the get-go.
Oh, Sakamoto, you really are an incorrigible tease, aren't you? Oh well, never mind that. There. You should be able to remove your restraints now. So we can. What's going on here? Allow me to introduce myself more fully this time. I am a caster. My true name is Maxwell.
Maxwell. As in the 19th century mathematician?
Ah, so you've heard my name before. Well, strictly speaking, that isn't quite who I am, but it's close enough for now.
So what? You're saying you're not our enemy after all, Caster?
No, I'm not. I brought you all here because I have a request to make. A request, you say? I take it this is not on behalf of your lord, but of you personally? Yes, that's right. You see, I was hoping, or rather... Yes, I was rather hoping that you could destroy me.
What?
Meanwhile,
It seems it has begun.
We have an emergency. A number of dark giants have appeared all throughout our territory and have begun attacking our citizens.
what? Hey, you! What's going on? Did you do this?
Don't be ridiculous. My loyalties will lie solely with Lady Nobunaga. Don't you lump me in with those cultists.
Then what are those things?
They've started the creation of their so-called paradise.
Roar. Got it.
At it.
I'll go for it.
Hello?
Don't worry about me. Just get out of here. Go! Run!
I don't want to go without you!
Oh, Buddha, I beg of you. Take me if you must, but please let my son live.
Mommy!
I wonder what your co-inhabitants are thinking about those sounds, right?
Yes,
My
the
window's
singular.
open again.
You might want to get that looked at. Yes, the Singularity's goal is to unite all of Japan, but there's more to it than that. It also contained a Holy Grail, a powerful repository of magical energy with the capacity to throw history off it. You know how this works. You guys have been through all the things. You know how Holy Grails are. The High Priest never had any interest in unifying the country. All he cared about was getting his hands on the Holy Grail before anyone else could. Basically, he ignored the contest to unite Japan entirely so he could sneak in and make off with the prize.
Because he wasn't a Nobu. Right, Nobunagas are compelled to do battle with other Nobunagas. Wait a minute, why does that sound familiar?
It's probably a coincidence.
You're right, it is coincidence. But since he wasn't one, he avoided fighting neighboring provinces in favor of focusing solely on the Holy Grail.
Right. The High Priest was never even a master. At first, he was just a monk like any other. It was only after he found the Holy Grail that he summoned a strange servant. What do you mean, strange? I mean that this servant would normally never even exist. He only showed up here thanks to the Atlas Institute and the far future technology that was used to create it. That would be me, Maxwell's demon.
You mean like in that manga and novels and stuff?
Well now, I wasn't aware I was so popular. Yes, that's right. I'm a fictional demon who was imagined as a way to demonstrate how the second law of thermodynamics might be broken. And now, for some reason, I have found myself in this world with a spirit origin of my own.
Thermo... what now? What the hell are you talking about?
Assuming we all make it back home intact, I encourage you to look it up online when you have a chance. Actually, never mind. You probably don't even know what the internet is, do you? Good talk. To make a long story short, a mindable phantasm generates limitless magical energy. And now, my lord is using that energy to capture the Holy Grail War, yes, the entire war itself, and thereby conquer this world.
Limitless magical energy? Are there really no caveats to it? I thought truly limitless energy was impossible. If it's true, then this would be one of the greatest non-scientific marvels in the history of humankind.
It's true, but the caveat is that it could never exist in the normal world, even in your own time. No one has managed any practical application of this thought experiment. But here? Right. The singularity was generated by the Atlas Institute's Logos reactor, or rather, the PlayStation 5 genetic simulation device. Basically just the PlayStation 6 or whatever it was. Which version was it again?
Yes.
Yes. Exactly. My existence as a servant, along with my infinite energy-generating noble phantasm, are only possible in a simulation like this. I see. And now your master has attained limitless magical energy thanks to you. With power like that, it would certainly be trivial to emerge triumphant in a Holy Grail war. That's not to say it was easy, believe me. I'm so weak that I can't even fight my own battles. Instead, I ran myself ragged, making heroic spirit soldiers and negotiating as best I could with the other Daimyo. At any rate, we're here now. This underground facility, built below the Makuzu headquarters, is the hub of our entire operation. Also, Rem, were you trying to say something?
What? No.
Okay. Their perpetual magical energy generator operated by Maxwell's demon. So that's the magical reactor that generates limitless magical energy, huh? Indeed. That core in the middle there is my noble phantasm, where Maxwell's demon is contained.
Hold on. What's in those tube-looking things?
Ah, yes, so, you know how there weren't any children in the villages earlier? Well, that's where they are. The machine draws on their magical energy in order to operate.
Why would you do that? I thought the point of your noble phantasm was to generate limitless energy.
Unfortunately, my perpetual motion machine turned out to be a fraud. My noble phantasm can't operate solely on its own. It requires a bit of pure magical energy to get moving. Pure magical energy? So you mean the children's life force? That's right. Children are an excellent source of pure magical energy, after all. Yikes.
Damn. This noble phantasm's even worse than I thought.
Yeah, Adelante would hate this place. She would go on a war path if she found this place. Which is why we're bringing her along with us.
Oh,
Indeed.
no.
Frankly, as I'm a mere imagined demon who wishes to create a true perpetual motion machine, this thing is an abomination to me too.
Now I see. So that's why you chose to betray me and have them try to destroy you.
Let these kids go right now!
Oh, don't worry. Maxwell's demon only needs a small amount of pure magical energy to operate. All we have to do is change out the children inside a few times a month, and everyone else can enjoy the benefits of Lord Makuzu. A pauper's price for a king's bounty.
Hi, Moxie.
Hello, Moxie.
Throwing dolphins.
What is wrong with you? Yeah, he was throwing dolphins. He's throwing now. We're just watching us throw hands. What is wrong with you? How could you possibly think something so monstrous is acceptable?
Why not? How is it any different from the way you daimyo grow fat off the taxes you keep collecting?
I warned you earlier, man. Don't rope me and taxes in the same conversation, or we're gonna have a problem.
Oh.
That is pure bullshit, and you know it. You're killing kids just to put food on your plate? You have no business lecturing us about the way of the world. This is exactly why I detest trying to reason with stubborn fools like you. Why can't you understand? It is a simple calculus, really. We offer a tiny sacrifice, and in exchange, the masses can enjoy peace and happiness. What more could a unified nation desire?
A tiny sacrifice, huh? You've got a point. If that was enough to save everyone else, maybe it really would be the right thing to do.
Nakamoto! What the
But the
hell,
thing-
man?
I wasn't finished. But the thing is, It's never the people in power like you making that sacrifice, is it?
What's your point?
My investigation has shown that your so-called tiny sacrifice has been growing rather rapidly, hasn't it? You said you'd only need to change these children out a few times a month. At this rate, you're going to need far more children than you're using now. Exactly. By continuously generating magical energy on an impossible scale, you're causing Maxwell's demon to accumulate fatal errors, a buildup of material debt. At some point, this small-scale simulation alone won't be enough to cover for it. That's why you're planning to use the singularity as a toehold to begin eroding the real world as well.
It doesn't matter if this world is real or not. All that matters is that I now control limitless magical energy. If anything, it would be wrong of me not to use it to bring about paradise on Earth and free all living things of their suffering. Yes, that's right. I'm going to need even more magical energy if I'm going to save more lives. The only way to save the living creatures of this world is to take matters into my own hands. So I must generate even greater amounts of magical energy to save as many creatures as I can, even if I must sacrifice this world to do so. This limitless power will let me save even more living creatures.
Ends don't justify the means.
Alright, enough talk. It's time to break through this world's shell and use my power to bring about true paradise.
Oh, these things that looks familiar. Are those? Those are the same kind of dark giants we saw in the Imperial Capital. Only there's 3 of them now.
Who cares how many there are? We just gotta kill them all anyway.
That's a really simple way of looking at it, but you know what? I like that. Simple is good. Simple is good. Alright then, let's go. Bishimonten's protection is with us! Let's go! Oh, date update.
Yeah, it's login.
But first...
No, but not yet.
But first...
But first,
A small...
First, would you like to update your car? Your car's warranty?
God,
Would you like to buy the extended warranty?
But first, walks backwards.
Data update is the true villain of FGO. Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
No. If you're gonna do it, you gotta do it right. Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. Let's go. Gonna skip the cutscenes. I'll do it twice, unfortunately, because of this cutaway.
Do I remember who directed this?
doing a single pull because I can. It's Jaguar. Jaguar.
That reminds me, we need to also look at the results of the poll, don't we? What is going on with the models?
Fuck you.
What is happening?
They did say there were glitches in the PS8.
Oh, yeah, it's glitching out. Oh no. Oh, no. Oh, that's, okay. We gotta kill these things right now.
On the fire.
Why? What is going on? Why are they glitching out like that? So I gotta do that just to make sure she's protected. This is their true power.
Unlimited power.
Kill it with fire. I gotta kill these things quickly before they corrupt anything else. I like how it's only the two in the back that were glitching out. The one in the front seems like it's fine.
It's just chilling.
Yeah, he's fine. He's just vibing.
Alright, we've got the elbows at the ready.
Yes, quick, get the Elmo Battalion out at the ready. We gotta burn this thing. Burn it in sacred Elmo fire.
Hey, Elmo fire!
Elmo fire.
Okay, good. We're good. We're good.
Hang on, Nightwing put this in chat. I'm gonna read it. Against the wishes of the Supreme Kai, against the demands of the Wizard Babidi, Goku and Vegeta will finally have their ultimate fight. Find out what happens next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Pretty good.
Oh god. Why do I have the old Dragon Ball Z theme playing in my head? It's a version specifically for one of the GameCube games, because I remember playing the GameCube games.
Dragon, walk the dragon, Dragon Ball Z. Dragon, walk the dragon, come get me.
Why was that?
Yeah, Jim is really good. Yeah, you're pretty good at that.
I know. If I like wanted to, I could probably get a job as like an announcer or something.
Yeah.
Like,
I really need to look at some potential
voiceover announcers.
I kind of want to look into some jobs actually for a voice actor myself.
I will say this much: whenever I get my own place, I will be taking like voice acting lessons and trying and getting into the like voice acting as a profession.
Yeah.
Hey.
30 episodes later, the fight is just now about to begin.
Okay, the glitches are dead. We're good.
We killed them.
Are we though? Are we good?
I don't know.
Debatable.
Tonight has been a rift with tons of bizarre events, so I don't know.
It's a bizarre adventure.
All right, Roxas. Have a good night, man.
Night,
Good
Roxas.
night.
Alright,
I hope
good
your
night,
phone
Roxas.
gets charging.
Go charge your phone, please. Oh, this guy. Someone has the costume already. Nice.
He also has a costume.
I have the costume.
Yeah, she has a costume. It's the hood. It's with the hood.
Yep.
Hey Rena, I know you love these questions. 1
No.
through 5.
Just straight up no.
Ew.
2, Guardian it is.
What?
It's a game that I've done. It's called Nitrosphere. What's with these things? Every time you kill one, more pop up in its place. Are you truly so surprised? After all, Lord Makuzu's limitless magical energy can make as many of them as I wish.
I don't know how this. I don't like how this is going. Let's fall back for now. This place is too cramped to give them a real fight. It's frogs.
Instead of bullshit! Instead of bullshit!
Oh no!
It's frog shit that these guys get infinite respawns. Tomoe would go ballistic on no good cheating cheaters like them.
Yeah, probably.
Let's come back once we've come up with the plan.
Once we have our own respawn point.
Once we have our own respawn point.
Poor fools. You still don't realize there's no escape from my paradise. And that's the thing, Nightwing. I'm not trying to be not trying to mimic someone else. I'm just picking a voice that I could do that I think fits that character. Like with Mori, he looks like a smug asshole, so I'm voicing him as if I was a smug asshole.
Yeah, half of voice acting is like being able to inflect as well as being able to like project like what you think a character sounds like in your head.
Yeah. The hell? Those things are all over the place, even out here.
Does this mean they're popping up across the entire singularity?
Afraid so. They're essentially magical energy distortions that emerge as byproducts of my noble phantasm. To put it another way, they're like a chain of fatal errors in the system keeping this world running.
I mean, we saw a fatal error.
Yeah, two of them were fatal erroring all over the place. What you're saying is that they signify the fast approaching end of the world. I see what they mean when they speak of lands where even the gods fear to tread.
You see, as I said, there is no escape. Now behold, Lord Makuzu's true form.
This isn't even his final form. This isn't even his final form! Shit.
Right in the eardrums. I was right in the eardrums. This giant's magical energy signal is even stronger than the others. What's that behind it? Is that a hole?
This is the god of Makuzu's true form. With a heart of infinity embedded within its flesh, he can make any wish come true, even as it remains unfulfilled. Now there is nothing, and no one left who can stop me. Go on, my lord. Squash them like the insects they are.
Can I just point something out? Are we fighting Garlic Jr.?
God damn it.
Because that's basically just the dead zone behind it. That's just the dead zone behind it. Well, we're too late. There's no stopping this now. What you see there is a truly omnipotent demon, able to remake every aspect of this world at will thanks to his inexhaustible magical energy. That right there is Maxwell's demon.
I'll give it a roar.
Go for it.
You cut out.
God damn it. I was like, two!
Good try. Okay, that one got through.
Nice.
Not bad.
I don't give a rat's ass about that crap. Damn it! My Ningen Mukotsu isn't even scratching it.
Now what do I do? It's even stronger than I'd calculated. No, it's even worse than that. The reactor core is already going haywire. There's nothing that we can do to stop it. Get out of here, Chovo. I'll handle this. Don't worry, I'm sure I can at least take it down with me. Remember, I'm still the avatar of Mishimonten.
But we still have to save the children.
Huh? Oh, come on now, don't be silly. Surely you can see that there's nothing you alone can do against such an immensely powerful being as that. And there is no shame in the weak allowing the strong to sacrifice so that they may live.
Kagetora Senpai, doesn't.
Alright, Skeletor, good night.
Thanks,
That
guys.
high priest person there has a point. At times, small sacrifices must be made for the greater good. As a leader, your job is to decide what those sacrifices will be. Now's the time to make a small sacrifice to fulfill your greater obligation.
It's about people's lives. There's no such thing as a small sacrifice.
You know, I've been wondering this about you ever since we met. Why do you always go so far to save others without any regard to your own well-being? Especially given how you're just an ordinary, weak, powerless human.
And I mean, it's just more fun having more friends around, right?
Is that a joke? Have your allies truly left you so blind to your own weakness? do know this is a world where the weak die off and the strong thrive, right? You actually believe that accomplishing nothing on your own and relying on others for everything is alright? I've never seen a human so weak and pathetic. It's pathetic just to look at you. You can't do anything without relying on others to help you. You expose your weakness for all to see and have the audacity to proclaim your lack of power for all to hear. And on top of that, you say you want to save everyone around you? I've never seen such arrogance. I've never seen such impertinence. Well, damn.
Hey, where the hell do you get off talking down to my master like that all of a sudden?
Indeed. Yours is a tremendous, impossibly audacious wish. Honestly, it's boneheaded and stupid and all those other things. One that is definitely worth risking everything I have to fulfill. Also, hi, Subarashi.
Hello.
Rush.
Also, good night, Skeletor.
You want to do it alone? I'll help.
Couldn't you have just led with that, huh? Besides, everyone here knows full well how amazing our master is.
I'm sorry, I was just making a clean break. It's important to go into these things fresh, after all. Brother, I think I finally understand what it is that makes people human.
Tora?
Now then, High Priest. This Lord Makuzu is supposed to be a god, yes? Even with all that incredibly arrogant nonsense you've been spouting since we first met, I trust you still remember who it is you're up against. Just to be sure, let me remind you now. I am Nago Kagetora, Echigo's god of war.
You said to impress me. You've already introduced yourself. Why bother doing it again? You really are just a hopeless Echigo bumpkin of a daimyo, aren't you?
As Himisuru flies, San Shonomo plays. As Tanikiri crosses, Gokotai falls back.
It looks like several different swords are gathered around Kagetora.
As Saiten worships, the Shichishi flies by. What Taimatsu lights up is the treasured spear of Baiten.
What's going on? What is that behind you?
Oh? I'm surprised you can see. Guess you are a follower of the Buddha, no matter how rotten you become. This is B10, my guardian. Thanks to them, I have accumulated countless invaluable blades to vanquish enemies of the Buddha with my noble phantasm. The eight-bladed guardian, Tao Chai Bishimonten.
Whoa, the hell is that thing? I can see it too. Impossible! Gods in the Buddha will never appear in this world. This cannot be happening.
Fear me, god of Makuzu, for I am Bishimonten. Now, have at you!
Aw, man.
I feel like I can make like a weird variation of that one Castlevania scene. Like of the "What is the man" quote.
Two Kagetoras and a very angry cat.
Yep. A very, very angry cat.
I mean, she already was an angry cat, but now she's even more pissed.
Gonna do this. Alright, let's go. And this is why I went with all the evades. Let's see. And bonk. 80%, that's not bad. Oh god, right. Who here likes chance-based evades?
Finn, is that you?
Do this. And let's see if we can.
Nice.
What was that about evades?
I'm sorry, there wasn't a evade tied to that boss?
Confusion on that one.
It's just the bad guy just has the surprised Pikachu face. What happened to my evades?
What evades? Galaposho Tsukige, Bishimonten's protection is with us. Bishimonten's 8-aspect rotating formation! Now to close the dead zone for good.
God damn it.
How's that?
Damn, Morgan. Where'd it go? That thing's really disappearing.
She literally is an Avatar Bishimonten, isn't she? No wonder Usugi Kenshin was known as the strongest daimyo of the Warring States period.
Even Oreo is surprised by how strong she is. Are we sure she's even human?
Wait, you're not sure?
All I know is I have a frog and I will throw it at the enemy.
This can't be happening. Bishimonten can possibly have possessed you. He can't.
Maybe he has, maybe he hasn't. What matters is that your dream of paradise has come to an end.
No, I refuse to accept this. There are no gods of Buddha in this world. None. If they were here, they should have shown up when... No matter. All I know for sure is there are no gods in this world. None.
I'm sorry, does that man have a holy grail?
Yep.
That's right. I still have this. Now return, Lord Makuzu. Use the power of the Holy Grail to return to glorious life.
I shall perform palingenesis on my Lord Makuzu. He'll get 2 whole levels.
Ooh, baby. As long as I have the Holy Grail and Maxwell's demon, my true glorious god will return as many times as I wish.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Who are you?
It's... Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z!
God damn it.
Oh, come on, that was a great cutaway.
That was.
It was, but shut up.
In this quest, you will...
It's like, it was, but shut up.
You will... In this quest, you will form your party immediately before the battle begins. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Cutscene first, formation second.
Shit, kid. Damn it, shut up.
Mommy!
gods. Oh, Buddha, please, I beg of you, take me if you must, but let my son live.
That was a close one. Go on, child. Take your mother and get out of here.
Who are you, miss?
So, these things keep coming. It seems we'll need to take this a bit more seriously than I thought, Rengoku.
Did the Buddha send you? Oh, thank you, thank you!
Thanks, miss! You're awesome!
Never mind that. Just hurry and get out of here. Be sure to cherish your mother, and don't skimp on the shoulder rubs.
I won't! Promise!
Please, could you at least tell us your name?
My name? Alright. I am the mysterious Majin Okita Soji.
I like Zabrashi's response. It's Soji Claw's altar.
Oh no. Oh, that would be so funny if instead of Okita base getting a swimsuit, Okita Alter got one.
Right.
Oh,
It has an even bigger fuck you to Okita. Hi, it's this guy again.
no. Is this me?
You were an
Yeah.
infantryman.
Fantastic. Those giants are popping up all over our territory. We're doing our best to fight them off, but things aren't looking good.
I'm sorry, but Nobukatsu's face every time when he does that.
Oh, Nobukatsu.
I knew there was no way we could take these things. They just keep coming, no matter how many we kill.
Here comes Soji Claus, here comes Soji Claus, right down Okita Lane. Alright, quit whining! You can handle a bunch of glorified mud dolls!
You're nuts, you scary looking jerk! If Cha-Cha knew things would come to this, Cha-Cha would have stayed at Cha-Cha's castle!
My god, Cha-Cha, could you stop saying your name?
Cha-cha, cha-cha.
Cha-Cha.
I'm worried about Master. We need to make sure he's alright.
Roar. Damn it, it's getting closer! Come on, Okita! We'll take it down together!
Rawr.
I would, Mr. Hijikata, but there's another one over here! Got my hands full!
Ha! Sorry for taking so long to get here. It seems things could be going better, to say the least.
I'm holding out hope for a summer rush.
No worries, Mr. Shuen. I'm glad you're here now. We could use all the help we can get.
Rah, rah, rah. Is that all you things can say?
That's all you can say. That's all you could say.
Yeah. It's a good thing Okada Izo, genius swordsman, is here to help too.
Oh, hey, Okada. Didn't see you there. Thanks for chipping in, I guess.
The hell? The old man gets a hero's welcome and he can't even muster a smile for me?
You can have one of Cha-Cha's Oreos, I guess.
You can have one of her Oreos, but as long as, but not my pickles. If you got my pickles, though, I'm gonna freaking kill you after this is over. At the rate we're chipping,
If you touch the Oreos!
at the rate we're chipping away at them, I don't see how we'll be able to go help the others. Don't worry, you guys did great hanging in there. I think we can figure something out now.
Where the hell have you been, Nobu? We could have used your help a while ago.
Sorry about that. It took me a little time to round up reinforcements. Alright, you're up, Gonroku! If there isn't a way forward when Shimbata starts, then there will be by the time he's done. I don't know who's first said that whenever Oda goes, so goes Shimbata the demon, but damn if they weren't spot on.
Charge! Advance!
Charge, I thought you vanished.
He did. Lord Shibata did indeed disappear after falling to your blades. But as a servant, who's to say he cannot simply be summoned again?
You actually resummoned him.
Indeed. Normally that would be quite a difficult feat. But, though I may not look it, I am still a caster, and such rituals are my specialty. So while it wasn't easy by any means, I was able to employ my arts to resummon him. Besides, this battle is most meaningful for those of us who swear loyalty to the Oda clan. No self-respecting Oda retainer could refuse a summons from a Demon King Nobunaga who carries the essence of all other Nobunagas. I only wish I could see the look on the monkey's face as he watches us from the Throne of Heroes. You hear that, you big bald rat? You're sitting this one out, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. Don't worry, Lady Nobunaga. Your faithful Gonroku will handle everything. Charge!
There we go. First Gunroku will clear a path, and the rest of us will follow behind him to the Makuzu headquarters. This may be a little strange for me to say, but I'm gonna say it anyway. The enemy awaits at Homoji! I swear loyalty to the Oda clan. You would.
Yeah.
Sorry I took so long to get here, everyone.
I knew you'd come through for us.
Damn straight.
About time you got here, boss. Demon King Nobunaga? But you're supposed to be dead. What's the meaning of this, caster?
It's very simple, sir. Demon King Nobunaga did die. At least, the one from Azuchi did. I'm sorry, I should have introduced you sooner. This Demon King Nobunaga is the one from Echigo. I don't blame you for being confused. Even I can't tell them apart.
You set me up. Fine then. I'll just have to dispose of you all at once. Return to me, Lord Makuzu. Use the power of the Holy Grail to return to glorious life.
It's still regenerating? Oh god, this is Garlic Jr. Jr.!
Oh god.
Now I see. That thing really is a monster on par with the gods. No. It's pretty much a god in its own right by now. This is why so many of me were summoned here. To bring this thing down.
You have no place here. Demon King Nobunaga, enemy of all living creatures, now fall before the might of Lord Makuzu.
Enemy of all living creatures? Why yes, that's exactly what I am. For I am the Demon King of the Sixth Heaven. No. Even the Sixth Heaven fails to fully capture what I become. I am the embodiment of every possible permutation of myself across the boundless realms of possibility. I am Oda Nobunaga, Demon King of the Myriad Heavens! I never thought the day would come where I'd be the one setting Homoji on fire.
Impossible. You're the embodiment of all Nobunagas? But the only way you could do such a thing is with limitless magical energy. Caster, is this your doing?
Indeed. I'm supplying them with all the magical energy necessary. Don't worry, I'm paying the cost for it myself.
Caster, you're kind of bleeding.
It's all thanks to Kagetoro that I was able to regain some measure of control. It may be a little damaged, but it still worked perfectly well. Besides, I couldn't stand the thought of that flawed reactor core continuing to operate. My only desire was a true perpetual motion machine, the heart of infinity that mankind has always dreamed of. So on that note, knock yourself out, Nobunaga. There's enough magical energy here to do whatever you like. I like the way you think, Caster. As for you, Makuza, or whatever your name is, I never been one to suffer fools, and I have even less patience for blowhard gods.
Curse you, curse you, curse you!
Let's go, Chovo. This all ends here and now. It's alright, it is but a flesh wound. Alright, shall we?
Yeah.
We shall.
No, it's not. Your arm's off. No, it isn't. Then what's that on the ground?
I've had worse.
Oh, there we
I've
go.
had worse. I've dealt with worse, admittedly.
We need to sit down and watch Holy Grail again. It's so good.
It was a good time,
It
yeah.
is. Have you seen it, Rena?
What?
Have you seen...
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
No.
Oh no. You shouldn't have said anything. You shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have
I
said
was
that.
being honest. I didn't want to lie.
I know, but you really shouldn't have said anything.
Probably.
Wait, let me see. Well, good news. It's only $3.99 to rent on Amazon Prime. Yes,
Alright,
Seb.
go get him, Kagatora.
You know what? Tomorrow's anime night. We're gonna make it Monty Python night. I'm deciding here and now. We're gonna watch
Community night tomorrow?
right. Community watching a movie? Question mark?
I don't know.
Didn't say have to be playing games.
Maxwell's equation.
Dude.
I mean... eh?
It's just a community night. It doesn't have to be just games.
Yeah.
True.
Punch!
Nothing wrong with having a movie night.
74%. Good for the devil. Another chance evasion, proc. My favorite!
Oh. The evasion's just hanging off on the side. It's not in a box.
Yes.
Yeah. So you probably could just remove it.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, I think I ended up ivoning the evade.
Okay, rude. Oh, there goes Nobu.
It is also true what Nightwing said. Tomorrow is your night, so do with it what you want.
Yeah.
It lasts for 3 turns, apparently. So I can get away with doing some damage to it, though. Really? Nope. Got something in there.
God, there's actually the full movie on YouTube for free.
Oh, hello there.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello.
How much does it cost to buy it from YouTube, though? Buy.
Okay, guys, ready to go.
$13.99? I don't think so.
Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and end this thing. Goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah!
Oh my gosh, 209,000 oversold.
Alright, good stuff.
Demon hearts.
Will the gremlin child in here? Yes.
Holy hell. That's actually impressive, Seb.
Jesus.
This thing just won't stay down, huh? I'm actually impressed. I guess all that bragging about it being a god wasn't just talk. I can't believe it still won't vanish. This is getting absurd, even for me. Holy Grail in its chest must be keeping it anchored to its square. I doubt we'll be able to kill that thing for good without doing something about the Grail. So, things being what they are, I'm willing to admit that my noble phantasm can be a royal pain in the ass.
I've been hacking away at the thing over and over, but it just won't come off. The hell are we supposed to do?
If it won't come off, why don't we just destroy it?
Ogita! Yeah, that might just work.
Prepare to face the power of my secret technique. Mumyo-san Danzuki! My secret technique is a Mumyo's light, one that can sever delusions. Nothing can defend against it.
She couched a hole in the reactor core.
Well now, so she destroyed the entire entity's reactor core altogether, did she? Or saturated it, rather. Can't say I saw that coming. Wonder if she's aware that that's tantamount to challenging the laws of physics themselves.
Fuck physics.
Screw physics because of video games.
This couldn't be happening. My Holy Grail, with Makuzu, all of it disappearing. It's just like what happened before. I suppose this means there are no gods and no Buddha in this world.
Oh, no, the gods do exist. You can find them right inside Shobo here.
I mean, not wrong.
Looks at useless goddess.
Looks at all of the gods that we have in Chaldea.
We do have quite a few of them, along with a couple of beasts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? You're telling me this child is a god?
No, I'm telling you the gods most cherish those who help themselves. Each individual person's potential may be limited, but the potential that lies in all people, that is the true face of the gods.
I don't believe it. You're supposed to be the enemy of all living things, the destructor of the gods. But instead, you sound like a guardian of mankind.
Hey, bye.
Bye. So, it's finally over. Given how obsessed that priest was with the gods and all living things, he must have been a fervent believer. Yes, he truly was. My master devoted his life to saving all manner of living things, saving the whole world in lieu of the Buddha's salvation. But along the way, he lost sight of what he set out to do, and his methods only got more twisted from there. Anyway, it looks like this is goodbye. Thank you, everyone. You've been a tremendous help. Unfortunately, there's no way for me to exist in human history, so I won't be able to return the favor. Until, GudaGuda4 or whatever it is, the one I finally become a playable servant. But if mankind ever manages to harness truly limitless energy, then perhaps we may meet again. Now then, I'd best be on my way. May mankind's future ever be ever better and ever brighter.
Well,
It seems this is where I must say goodbye, too. My time as your retainer may have been short, but it was very fulfilling. I guess this role suited me better than I thought. Plus, I didn't have to make too many hard choices this way.
thanks for everything, Tagatora.
If you should ever find yourself in trouble, I
I encourage you to pray to Bishimonten with all your heart. Do that, and I shall cross all 3,000 worlds to rush to your aid. But for now, this is goodbye. Farewell, my first and final master. May Bishimonten's protection be with you.
I'm so glad we got to meet her. She really lived up to her name as FGO's God of War.
Hey, not to rain on your heartfelt goodbyes or anything, but I'm pretty sure this simulation's about to fall apart.
Oh, hey, Okada. I didn't know you were still alive.
Well, I'm glad to see you're doing well, Izo.
The hell I am? Do you have any idea what I've been through thanks to you? Again?
Yeah, Oryu sure was rough. Anyway, Oryu and Ryoma are going to head back now, but first, Master, here's a frog. Oryu will also be nice and bring Izo to get him out of your hair.
Huh? Hey, let me down, Oryu!
No.
Coming with me. Goodbye.
Alright. Lady Nobunaga, I'm leaving the rest to you.
So you know even more than I thought you did, huh? I knew I couldn't let my guard down around you.
Not at all, Lady Nobunaga. I can never hope to match up to you anyway. See you all later.
Now I lifted him by the scruff of his neck like the puppy he is.
Oryu, why must you do this to Izo?
Because it's funny. Testing. There, we are finally back online. Hey, Chubba, you hanging in there okay? Da Vinci, oh my god, it's so good to hear from you again.
I am afraid this is not the good news it may seem to be. The singularity in that simulation is going berserk. The way things are going, the virtual pseudo-spiritrons in that box could end up growing so large that they clash with the real world, causing a massive explosion. And that would be the end for us. The Wandering Sea may survive, but the blast would annihilate the entire Chaldea base.
How is that possible? I thought Maxwell's demon and the Holy Grail were causing the singularity were gone. I'm afraid it's not quite simple. Looks like those weren't the only things that created and sustained the singularity. From what I've been able to piece together, it's because a major abnormality took place in 1582.
Isn't that the year Honoji went up in flames? Is that so?
Will we make it out of this alive? Find out next time on GudaGuda4.
No battles. Yay, no battles!
So, you're saying that this, for the singularity to go away, I have to disappear with it, huh?
That can't be right.
Now I see. This puts what I heard somewhere before in a different light.
Oh, if this Demon King Nobu doesn't disappear, the whole singularity is gonna start destroying everything.
Guess that means this is goodbye then. But hey, don't worry about it. Seeing as I am an amalgamation of many possible Nobunagas, all linked to the singularity, I already figured there was no way I was gonna last much longer.
Hang on, if you disappear, what happens to Chaldea's Nobu?
Aw, come on. I already died in Homoji once. Historically speaking, I'm pretty much required to disappear here. If I stayed alive, this place would just turn into one of those, what were they called again? Oh, right, Lost Belts. This place would totally turn into a Lost Belt. No, wait, I've got it. In this case, it'd probably be a Nobu Belt.
What's so funny? Don't you get it? If you disappear now, you'll never see Master again. For that matter, where do you get off acting like a big shot who doesn't care if she dies all of a sudden? Where's the dumb Nobu who'd be flailing around, screaming about not wanting to die at a time like this? I swear, what's wrong with you? I don't get it.
Sorry. I never expected to hear anything like that from you of all people, Okita. I guess the Chaldea version of me must have really felt at home there.
Then why would you?
Because I'm not my Chaldean self anymore. Now go on. Get out of here.
Alright. See you around, Demon King of the Sixth Heaven. I hope you keep that new look. It's a good one.
Don't be silly, Mr. Hijikata. This is still Nobu we're talking about. So I guess I have to admit, this is a pretty cool look too. Okay, Oda Nobunaga. If anything else, I'm sure we'll get to kill each other in another Holy Grail war someday.
Read red line!
Looks like this is goodbye for us too then, Master, since I'm staying here and all.
Wait, you're not coming with us, Mori?
Well, you know, in your time, you can't just go around killing people for looking at you funny, right? I don't think I'd fit in. I'm too used to pulling out my spear as soon as something pisses me off. Hell, even my allies were practically dancing in the streets when I finally kicked the bucket. So just go back home where you belong, and don't worry about me.
Mori... No. Lord Mori Yagan Yoshi, first spear of the Chaldea clan. Thank you for your service.
You really got the hang of this chief retainer thing, huh, Mash? Take good care of my master, alright?
Alright, I think it's time you two came back to Chaldea base. Oh, and do not worry about Cha-Cha and the other servants. I've brought them home, safe and sound.
I'll be waiting for you, Nobu!
Oh yeah, don't think you're rid of me that easily. Prepare yourselves. The next time we meet, I'll be coming for your world.
Still my favorite track in this entire game is the piano.
Hey, Katsuzo, are you sure you wouldn't rather have gone with them?
You know, boss, I've been thinking. Master was great and all, but he is also way too soft, right? So I can't help but wonder what kind of world he comes from that let him survive this long.
Good question. Next question. I guess you could say the fact that a weakling like him has survived and thrived this long just proves that mankind succeeded at creating a world that has room for all kinds of people, not just the strong.
I don't know what that's all about, but whatever it is, I can tell it means I'm behind the times. No wonder I couldn't hold a candle to him.
On second thought, Kazuzo, you should go with him after all. Keep him safe in my absence.
Hey, come on, boss. I just told you. A guy like me tagging along only make more trouble for him.
And what about the trouble you'd make for me if you stayed? Ramura wouldn't so much as give me the time of day if I took you down to the underworld with me.
Alright, you win. If you're gonna bring Narutoshi into this, I guess I got no choice but to take you up on it. Still, I'm sure he's not gonna mind if I crash at his place. I mean, even Regent Lord Toyotomi had a tough time figuring out what to do with me, right?
If Chovo can figure out how to put you to good use, even when Monkey came up short, it'll just go to show what a rare hero he really is. And that would be a lord more than worthy of Mori Nagayoshi to serve.
You got that right. Well, see you later, boss. Give Narutoshi my regards, alright?
I will. Man, oh man, these guys sure like to take their sweet time saying goodbyes, don't they? I think I'd have preferred you offing me when my guard was down after all.
Don't be silly, my lady. Even I could never hope to kill you twice. And again, if that is your wish, I suppose you would pose a most interesting challenge.
Thank you for the host, Seb.
When did you manage to get yourself a sense of humor, Lord Akechi?
Gonroku. I guess I made you work extra hard this time, didn't I?
Not at all, my lady. Besides, I got to see my daughter again for the first time in ages, and I had a chance to truly cut loose with my spear.
But you're using a sword.
Monkey may have stolen all my thunder back when we were still alive. But after today, I'm sure the name Shibata the Demon won't soon be forgotten. Agreed. I always thought you and I were the best sort of retainers for Lady Nobunaga, Lord Shibata, and I'm pleased to see you prove me right. That bald rat, on the other hand, well, you should have been honored merely to be in Lady Nobunaga's presence.
Man, you guys really do hate Monkey, don't you? Anyway, what do you say we get going? Mitsuhide, Gonroku, like it or not, you're both coming with me.
Of course, my lady. I would gladly follow you to the gates of hell itself. As would I. Just you wait. It won't be long before even the demons of hell come to tremble at the name Shibata the Demon. Yeah, seriously, when are we gonna get Shibata as a servant?
To be fair, he was a berserker with 2 berserkers already on raid up at the time.
Yeah.
I mean, fair, but it's gotta happen eventually.
Maybe one day.
He's the Gouda 8 wheelfare.
Dude, I would love that.
A human
Father-
lifespan's but 50 years. Set against life in the heavens, it is but a dream. An illusion.
Well, it can't be helped. Hey, what were you saying, Jim?
Father-daughter bonding time over death, doom, and destruction.
Yes.
Cha-Cha approves.
Cha-cha approved. Cha-cha.
Nightwing does have a point. Cha-Cha's papa looks pretty handsome when he's not wearing a helmet, killing everything all bloody rampage.
Alright.
Gouda 6.
Not
Gouda
quite
6.
done yet. Epilogue. GudaGuda Pipe Dream.
Epilogue.
Do 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 do.
How did it go?
Another failure, I'm afraid. Pretty poor showing for a demon, if I do say so myself.
I see. Then perhaps it is still too soon for humanity to wield the power you represent.
Why is it that humans desire infinite energy? They may begin with pure intentions, but in time they inevitably go mad and engineer their own demise. Are we certain that humans truly need infinite energy?
True, maybe they don't. But to wish for change in the world is an intrinsic part of what it means to be human. And my wish, trite though it may be, is that everyone can live happily. That's how I ended up creating you, a demon capable of granting humanity's wishes.
Well, some demon I turned out to be. I still haven't granted a single wish.
Oh, don't worry about that. There's more to mathematics than simply finding answers. There's just as much meaning to be found in devising equations and the act of proving them.
Are you saying that what people need isn't actually infinite energy, but the process of seeking it?
Correct. It is in the act of seeking one's desire that one always finds hope. Yes, you may be a demon, but you exist solely for humanity's benefit. That makes you a demon of hope. The day your existence is proven is the day everyone will find happiness.
I suppose you're right. Whenever I am proven to exist, thereby creating the heart of infinity that has long been mankind's ambition, and disproving the second law of thermodynamics, I promise that that will be when I grant the wishes of every person alive.
Then this is goodbye, my kind demon child. I can't wait for the day when I can finally meet you for real.
Me neither. Goodbye, Father. Until we meet again. Though, you know, I have to say, entrusting the demon you made yourself with a wish so cruel and difficult? I swear, humans truly are incorrigible.
Mike, stop picking it up, sorry.
It hasn't quite been herself ever since Nobunaga went away, has she?
They might have argued a lot, but deep down they really were great friends.
Excuse me? You think I miss Nobu? Well, I don't. Nope. Not one bit. Not any of her berries, not her swimsuit. In fact, I'm glad she's gone. I'd throw a victory parade in the streets if there were any streets nearby I could use. Plus, now I won't have to hear her taunt me about how I don't still have a swimsuit of my own. It's the best news I've had in a long time.
Don't worry, it's coming soon.
Seriously, couldn't be more thrilled.
Okita, your swimsuit's coming soon. I believe in it.
Yeah, I doubt that. Also, there's no bidets like Chaldea bidets. The Wandering States period's great and all, but it's got nothing on modern comforts.
I'm sorry, Nobu?
What are you doing back here? Wait, are you seriously doing this again? How many times has it been now?
Hey, I was actually willing to die this time, alright? I even did the whole go out in a blaze of glory shtick and everything. Before I crossed over to the other side, me and the other Nobunagas decided to have a little confab.
Oh boy, here we go.
Also,
Here
the
we
demon
go.
version is yours, Ren.
Yep. Now that I think about it, it's not like the Chaldea version of me was summoned by, or even for, this singularity, right?
You know, that's a good point. Out of all the versions of me here, I'm the only one without a connection to the singularity. In fact, I'm the victim here. Like I was accosted by assailants in dark, skin-tight bodysuits. Come to think of it, our enemies this time around were pretty dark too, weren't they?
So it should be fine for us to just cut this one off from the rest of us and ship her back to Chaldea, right?
I see. I should have known a fellow me would be clever enough to pick up on that.
You stay out of this! You're breaking my immersion!
Hang on, does this mean I don't have any connection to this either? What the hell? I mean, I was just licking my wounds at a hot spring when I got sucked in with the rest of you.
No, you were summoned here by the Holy Grail, so you're a different entity from the Chaldea's Summer Nobu.
Aw, man!
Nobu? No. Nobu.
Okay, I don't know how to break this to you, but I can't understand a word of your Nobu nonsense. In fact, I don't even think you should be counted here with the rest of me.
Alright then, Chaldea me. You'll be the only one of us to leave the singularity and watch over you-know-who.
You're all good with that?
Oh, it's fine. As long as you're there, there could be well another chance for the rest of us to materialize again. Then we can settle which of us is the true Nobunaga once and for all.
Fair enough.
I just thought of something terrifying.
AKA Seb's Chaldea.
What's up, Jim?
I just thought of something terrifying. All of the Nobus sitting around a table playing a game of Risk.
No, you know what it is? They're all playing Red Dragon Inn.
Oh
Even
god.
worse.
And so, here I am.
See, what? So instead of a conference of Kyosu, you were holding a conference of Nobunaga? Also, isn't that much, even by GudaGuda standards?
Hey, it wasn't just B who came back. There's also Ichigo's... Nobunaga! What the heck kind of laboratory was that? When I finished, it shot water at my butt! Is it a monster? Is it some kind of laboratory demon that lies in wait to spray water of unsuspecting butts?
Kagatora, welcome to having a bidet.
Oh,
Oh,
hello,
also,
Chova Mesh.
Kagatora!
Good to see you again. It looks like I've been summoned to Chaldea myself, though I'm not sure how it happened. Did you pray to Bishimonten for help or something?
I might have prayed to Bishimoto when I had that stomachache yesterday.
Huh? I'm sorry, that's why you prayed for Bishimonten's aid? Over a stomachache?
Yep.
Help, Mr. Scary Face is in the cafeteria and he's, wait, Auntie, are you here alive? Oh, thank goodness.
Today's Sorry. Today's topic for the council: the cancellation of Okita's swimsuit so she can go on the day with Nobu.
Also, it's getting bad. Auntie, why are you alive? I mean, how are you alive? Anyway.
Hey, Cha-Cha. Thanks again for helping out with Gonroku back then. Anyway, you were saying?
Oh, right, come quick. Mr. Scary Face is throwing a fit in the cafeteria. Something about pickles.
Now what's Mr. Hijikata doing?
Something about pickles.
Of course.
Stop this at once. You're ruining my dignified lunchtime. Oh, I think I'd bacon my soft potato salad. The hell's your problem? It's just one pickle.
That's one pickle too many, you brat! Those aren't just any pickles, those are my pickles!
Now?
Hey, Master. Long time no see. Looks like I'm gonna be sticking around helping you out here, too. Now, what do you say we grab some lunch after I kill this bastard?
You think you can kill me that easily? Go ahead and try, you little punk!
What are these people? Explain yourself, Chovo. What the hell? What was that? Who do you think you are giving my master orders? Wait right there. As soon as I finish with this guy, you're next. God, Chovo, did you bring that obviously dangerous deranged servant here? Well, hurry and stop him before it's too late. Please. Pretty please.
Oh yeah, I guess I did tell...
Welcome to GudaGuda.
I guess I did tell Katsuzo that he should come to Chaldea too. Oh well, this is Oni Musashi we're talking about. Like I said, it can't be helped.
Will you knock it off with those cutesy voices? It's even weirder when you only do them occasionally.
What's wrong with my cutesy voices?
Everything.
Could you say that again, sister? Oh, but wait till I get out the recorder.
Yeah, Nobukatsu, how the hell are you still alive? What happened to your spirit origin being hollow or whatever that crap was in the second GudaGuda? There's certainly never a dull moment with you around, is there?
Try to keep it down at mealtime or you'll end up like Izo.
What's that supposed to mean?
You heard me, dog.
You know very well what it means. What was that, Gramps? It sounds to me like you want to settle our score once and for all.
It could certainly be, a little noisy when they get all together like this, but I'm glad they're all here, Senpai.
That was a very GudaGuda event, huh?
Yeah.
So, this is Chaldea. No wonder there's never a dull moment around here. True, boredom is the one thing we never have to worry about. Of course, in exchange, we do have to deal with a whole bunch of crises, some of which could end the world as we know it. You sure you want to join us here? Absolutely. The way I see it, Bishimonten probably sent me here specifically so I could help with those potential world-ending crises. So Master's even managed to win Bishimonten over to his side, huh? He's got charisma to spare, I'll give him that. Can you think of a better reason for Bishimonten to lend his aid than to save the world? I certainly can't. If you ask me, you're far more terrifying than any potential world-ending threat. Oh yeah, I know. Oh well. Hey Chovo, what do you say we all have lunch together? Come on, Chief Retainer of the Chaldea clan! What are you waiting for? Go on, round us all up already!
Alright. Chief Retainer Mash Kirley, preparing to make arrangements for lunch.
Truly, there's no place like Chaldea.
Was weird. Maybe I'm seeing things.
What is it, Chovo? Did I look like someone else for a moment? Well, it doesn't matter what I look like. I'm still the same me I always was. And what is it I always say? That's right. It can't be helped.
Doing sitcom music.
But we're missing somebody, aren't we?
Yeah.
Somebody's missing in this little escapade, and it's the one person I wish we hadn't left behind. Yeah. Oh, Kita!
Problem? I was trying to get back to Chaldea, but it looks like I got lost somehow. Now what should I do?
Oh, that reminds me, did we ever have a voice for this one?
This is you.
Well, that sucked. I'm not sure anyone even noticed you were in this event.
Rengoku? You can talk?
You're only just realizing this? Where did you think the advice you got in battle now and then came from?
Oh, so that was you. Thanks, Rengoku. I didn't realize you were helping me out so much.
God, there! Right there! This is exactly your problem!
I'm sorry. I don't know why you're upset, but it's probably my fault. Oh, are you hungry? Would you like some of the rice ball that child gave me? I already had half of it, along with the filling, but if you're okay with that...
Never mind the food. Look, I'll find Chaldea for you, so just hurry up and get back there already.
You can do that, Rengoku? That's amazing. Now I won't have to bring anyone else with me when I go out to run errands.
You know what? Forget it. Find the way back on your own. That goes for your errands, too. I'm not even gonna lift my scabbard to help you, and I'm not gonna talk anymore either.
Oh. I see. You're telling me I need to be able to overcome adversity on my own. You're very strict when it comes to Majin, aren't you, Rengoku?
Let's just go already!
Oh. You spoke again.
No, I didn't.
Would you like half of this rice ball that child gave me?
I can't even eat the rice ball, you...
Hey. Heroic Spirit Summoned. The new
With that,
segment.
our permanent copy of Kagatora.
我こそは東八毘沙門天の化身長尾影虎 弱く強き者よそなたのなさんとする大業我が身のすべてをかけるにいささかの不足なし改めてよろしくお願いしますね
Alright, perfect. And certain profile has been updated. We'll check that later. For now, we got more stuff to do. We're not done yet. Not by a long shot. All Out Altar Assault. GudaGuda Final Majin Front 2021.
Huh? Okita Alter still hasn't come back? She's usually always home on time for dinner. She might have been heroic spirit napped.
The
face. What are we gonna do? Do we call the police? Is there a missing servants department?
Chill, Cha-Cha. She probably just bought some Odin or something and is busy eating somewhere.
We've got trouble. That weird PS something is acting up again.
Oh god.
It's like our failure to retrieve the Holy Grail and bring back Oki to the altar from the Logos reenactor generic PS7 or whatever has led us to developing bugs on top of bugs on top of the bugs.
I set the race ship coordinates to near where she and the Grail are, so if you would not mind going back in and collecting them both now, that would be great. Alright, and it's time to race shift. Go on, all of you, jump in, we do not have any time to waste.
Wait, that explained nothing. No, what?
Goodbye!
I don't know what's going on anymore, but as long as I get to cause more ruckus, who cares?
So long!
This is really good. Another round, please. I'm wasted. Ah!
Farewell! How much has she already had to drink? Goodbye!
Why can I imagine Xion just like actually just pushed everyone into the portal?
Yeah, she totally did.
Yeah, absolutely did.
The final Majin Battlefront. All out altar assassin was assault.
Assault.
Yeah, assault. I said assassin for me for or at least I thought it did for a second. Oh god damn.
The Chaldeans have made their way here. Unfortunately for them, the Singularity's Holy Grail has attracted altars of every stripe. If they think this will be an easy fix, they are gravely mistaken.
Oh crap. Who's ready for more altar? Who's ready for more fights?
Has it always followed this pattern? Where the feature servant of the past GudaGuda was the villain of the next one?
I think it has actually.
I think
Because
so.
we had Cha-Cha from 2 as the villain in 3, and then Okita.
Oh god. I don't like the name of this place.
Hi, furry fur. Have fun grinding.
We need a lot of resources to do this.
Yeah.
Which we don't have.
Well, you can.
We can get this one at least.
You can get our outfit.
We can get the outfit, which I do want that. But we
And
need like
there's
more resources to do the rest of
priorities.
these. But first, there is one we have to do, which I neglected to do. We never did this one.
Wait, what?
This is the one to get extra iron.
Oh shit, is that why iron is so hard to get?
That's one of the reasons why, yeah.
Shit, is it this one?
I don't remember what this one is. I think I know what this one is. I think.
It's absolutely disgusting if it's the one that I'm thinking of.
Well. Let's go.
武者震いがしますね殿うおー
What? Also, is it just me or did the screen like close up when we got to this part? The map screen.
I don't know.
It felt like it anyway.
I'm distracted by the thought about popcorn.
Popcorn.
I would like popcorn.
Popcorn sounds nice right now. I might make some after the stream. That sounds good.
Luckily,
actually.
it's not the one we're thinking of, or that I'm thinking of, thank God. But like, still, eh.
Yes, tremendously creature attack when attack. Oh god. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Yeah, it's a fun
真の
fight.
力が目覚める
そいつはありがたいいくな
やってやるぞ
All right, Ryoma, little help, please. Oh, there's the first stack. What am I thinking? I can just do this.
よしお任せ
Let's do that.
Be right back.
Alright, you do that.
いやいや煽らないでね
いいお任
What's wrong?
せはあ
So I haven't sent in my audition yet.
眠りなさ
For like a lead role, quote unquote. But if I had done that, I'd already be considered for the ensemble. But if I haven't done that, I have to send in 2 videos now.
いご命令とあらば
And one of them is a choice of song that shows off my range, and unfortunately
優しくケチ
is a bit of a big range.
ベルレフォン
Yikes.
I have to record 2 things along with making a voice reel because I haven't done that yet, maybe. But I just finished the resume, so
I wish you luck on this.
そうかおまく
There we go. Now we've got, like, I think now we're maxed on all the possible, like, resources we can get. Potentialized for each fight.
how much are you at right now?
We should now be 100 across the board.
It goes higher.
It does?
It goes higher.
Huh.
You had 65, you just got plus 25. That puts you at 90.
It also goes higher.
ここは
Well, we're at 75 now. This should make us... No? Yeah, there we go. Now we're at 100 across the board.
Alright. My bad. I thought I saw 65. Just not.
I gotta do that. Now I gotta do more things. We can also do this one, which is the, I think this is the note that has all the has all of the drops, but it's not the best note for, like, each
Correct.
individual one.
Yeah.
Correct. And this one hurts my heart a little bit.
Yeah, as someone... Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's a level 100 Musashi.
No, we'll do that. I'm just gonna make this necromancy. I'm just gonna read this necromancy scene for a little bit. Just for a little bit.
It'll come back eventually, just not now.
Yeah, it'll come back later.
Oh, dear God.
What's
Sorry, looking through musical theater songs. There's one by Shrek.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
that's
From
Shrek the
Shrek. It just...
Shrek the musical.
Oh, there is a Shrek musical.
No.
There is.
I
It exists.
know! Because my school did it the year after I graduated, thank fuck. But...
You should just be glad you weren't there when it happened.
yeah. Ugh.
我は抑止の
Right.
修
Not a
time.
fun story. Or not a fun high school experience.
食べていいか
ダメだよ
When is high school ever a fun experience? Let's be real.
あ行こうまとめてぶっ飛
There.
ばす
Oh, hey, that's from the Hammerstein version of Hero. Oh, no, because we did that one.
I like how we're going this close to find Oki to alter. We're using 2 of them for this.
そういうこと
ああ行くよ
あ行こう
What's in here?
Double the Okita. Double the fun.
Double the
there's
magic,
another one from
double the
Shrek.
fun.
Oh, there's Frozen.
Of course there is.
そういうあ
Actually, on the topic of Shrek, my family, when I was really young, got a Christmas like album that was all like Shrek and Donkey like doing different like featured in different like Christmas songs.
I remember that album.
Yeah, that was an album that existed.
Yeah.
I remember this one joke at the very end of the album though. It's like Shrek is like, "Oh, you want to hear one of my favorite musicals?" And Donkey's like, "What is it?" Silent Night.
やってやるぞ
Wait a minute. I see what's going on here. that was actually a pretty good gag.
15 more hours.
Oh, one of my favorite parts of that album is like how they the 12 Days of Christmas thing. My favorite part with that is they changed it from 5 golden rings to 5 onion rings.
Oh my god.
It's actually such a dorky album. I love it.
The temptation of the gacha is calling me.
What?
I'm still holding on to my 30 quartz from the pre-release campaign.
For God's sake, Mush, have some restraint.
No, I was gonna hold back until the 11 rolls drop.
Yes.
But I'm staring at the Babylon banner.
Mush, have some restraint. Give it some time.
Don't forget,
Caster Gill's on it.
wait,
Master Gil comes
Mush
back.
already have him?
if you wait. So we get the 11 pools on what, the 3rd?
Yeah, around, well, 4th, I think.
Or 4th.
4th, 3rd,
Third or
4th,
fourth.
one of the two.
That night, presumably.
Yeah. So is a Gil rate up? Okay. I
Yeah.
can hold on.
Literally the day after is Gil Rada.
So calm down.
If you really want Caster Gil, you're already rolling for Dante's anyway.
Summer 3.
Going
Summer
to be
3.
back on the same banner in summer.
I want him to be a higher in P's. I have them at 2 right now, and I'm like, what if I had him at 5?
Is Mush simping for Caster Kill again?
No,
You
shut
can do
up!
that later when you're rolling for Dante, because he has a higher chance of dropping than Dante.
Give it time, Mush.
2 birds, 1 stone.
Have patience.
Summer is gonna bankrupt me.
It's gonna bankrupt a lot of people, Mush.
It's gonna bankrupt you a little more if you don't save, so there's your motivation.
You're
There.
right. Motivation!
You must be motivated!
Also,
Cue the
comment
storm is
for
approaching.
Nightwing, that you say that as if that isn't just my natural state of being.
Hey, Mush, are you motivated yet?
I am filled with determination!
Oh dear.
Sure, let's go with that. I'm gonna probably grind on this node for this, just so I can get some extra bronze currency, because I do need that for the shop. Perfect. I have the perfect team for this, actually. Here we go.
No.
Oh.
Here we go.
Dear
Oh boy.
God.
I mean, it works. It does work.
Stella!
How do people grind for sync quits when they're free to play? Requests, daily, weeklies, other methods I could probably think of that are coming to mind. Story stuff, maybe.
Strength.
Saving from events.
Events.
There was the rank up quest and the interludes thing.
Yes.
Actually, let me look at how many I have left.
Oh
to do
crap,
for
I
the
didn't do
next
enough
one.
damage. Crap.
I need to do 6 more interludes to my next 10.
Enough
Check.
damage.
I need to check my interludes list.
Why do you get 3 hits?
Have I done
I have to give it the attack boost first, I guess.
Or was I waiting for... Right, I can't do his yet because I don't have materials. Blech. Damn you, Fergus. I literally need 5 saber pieces and
By the way, since we're finally done with the story, Ren, the poll.
Oh, yes, sorry.
What were let's come up with the results once we're done with this node. But can you go ahead and get it ready for us? Although I have a funny feeling I already know what the results were.
Oh.
yeah.
I've got a sneaking feeling I know what the result was.
Oh. Do you really?
Mikon.
I'm waiting till the end of this node.
Alright, fine. So as a reminder, we did the Grail time. The voting did pass earlier. So voting window for the poll from the Grail War has passed. So after this, we're gonna find out who the winner was, and then we're gonna give them a Grail.
Oh, Chiome. Poor Chiome.
Yeah, rip the 3-turn because the Rash didn't do enough damage at the start.
He tried his best.
He did.
Yes, he floats
Also, I don't know if this is
away
gonna
in
do
his
enough
weird
either,
form.
actually. Oh, just barely. Then the quick card happens. All right, and with that, let's go ahead and get ourselves over to the Pound Justice real quick, and then we'll reveal the results.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I think most of us know what the results are.
yeah, I would be surprised. I'd be shocked if it's not who I think it is.
Then prepare to be shocked because, ladies and gentlemen, we have another tie!
God damn it! Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah, it's a tie.
Technically, there are 2 ties. First and third.
Yeah.
Because it just skips over second, because fuck second.
Tied for first place. Tamamo Lancer and Artoria Archer.
With 4 votes apiece.
Tied for third is Mordred Rider and Caster Gill.
Oh, not this tie. Not another freaking tie.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
You did not see it coming.
You'll never see it coming.
Alright. Fine. I guess we're doing it this way then.
What's interesting is the pie chart, if you tilt your head, it looks like a peace sign.
Wait, no.
You just have to like tilt your head like a whole good
Pretty much
many
180.
degrees.
It's more like a 270.
Well,
No.
So I guess that, well, it's kind of.
We still have 11 people watching, so we could do it.
Do we want to do it a vote right now, or I kind of want to wait until next stream? Next stream we'll do it for next stream.
Jesus. So, I found a website that still has stuff from my graduating year on it.
Oh?
Really?
And the band page is just pitiful.
I
know.
God, nobody has the broken bronze sea here, really? Nobody?
Limit Broken Bronze? Which one? Wait, which CE is that one?
I'm
The
looking
one
to.
with T.
Oh, the 3-star?
Yes.
Oh, I only have 3 copies.
Come
I
on.
have one. Sorry, mate.
Perm.
Out.
Perm.
Oh, Seb. Oh, yeah. Well, I to be fair, we should have just waited. Seb has probably like all of them limit broken at this point.
Well, I need it on. I need it on a starting on a charge. Or can give me some extra charge to work with, because. Okay, that works for now. This note does give silver C, so silver currency, so that works. I'll take what I can get. So, we'll go ahead and post a vote for it next stream. the tiebreaker. That's all everybody else. So commit this right away. So last time I don't think I needed to do that. Okay. Can't believe we got another freaking tie.
Sorry, I'm just sitting here with like a shitty anger on my face.
Alright, GMA, I need to leave a bit of stress and journal with that. I am a tad frustrated. A few things, and I need someone to help me take that vent this frustration.
I think Scotty wants to go.
Well, no.
Oh, well now Reynos wants to go.
Well, neither of them are going. Well, one of them's going, but it's not going to be Reynos.
Reynos is trying her best.
Squirtle and Ball Breaker. Yeah, sure, why not? It's basically what they are. Okay, I was getting 3 turns just fine when I was doing this earlier. Why is it getting so difficult now?
The funny thing is, if you had used a Buster card, that probably would have killed.
Yeah, but it had resistance.
Well, I'm talking about with Scotty, or even Arjuna. If you had literally just had a singular Buster card, you would have...
It would have been enough.
Because he does give Buster resist down.
Yeah.
Ah,
That's not enough that's not enough charge, though.
Would you like
It usually needs to be like a waiver or a Scotty for it to work.
Yeah, I was about to say, would you like me to do that for waiver?
Never mind. That's a dumb question. Sure.
Alright, give me a sec to do things.
While that's going on, I'll go ahead and use this one for the gold CE area. Because there's one with
Wow.
the
I have exactly 5.
Nice.
Amazing.
While that's going on, I'm gonna go ahead and do this other one over here real quick. That'll work. I'm waiting for yours to show up.
I had to limit break the CE. I'm about to change it over right now.
Alright. Although I think by the time we get through this part, we should have enough resources to do at least the costume one. I think, anyway. Okay.
And it was the 3-star one that you wanted, right?
Yeah, 3-star. Perfect.
Alright, it has been done.
Nice. Alright. Don't have all of them in LB.
星の灯火が消え諸人は運命を裁かれるマハープララよ帰るべき場所に帰る
That cry.
終わる
No,
が
no, 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 no.
崩壊する炎の海雷の矢
5 stars, that's not too bad.
And this is for your 3 turn.
古きルールどれにしようかな
And attack boost.
罠を仕掛けるのは楽しいね
粛清行きましょう
Goodbye, Takikawa.
Especially with those crits.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt. This is going to hurt.
諸人は運命を裁かれるマハープララ
I cannot wait until the day we can get this guy to max level.
終わるがいい
And bonk. And there.
雷の矢
震え凍てつき砕け散る時まで諦めることは許さんぞ
Alright. I think we should have enough to do at least one of the costume ones, or... Do we have enough to do any of the MP level ones too? Kenjuno mode is needed.
Yuna.
We have a ton of the Sake looking stuff, so... we can get... Pen's Best Roman Diabo. Oh dear. We'll save that one for later.
We have time to do one, so...
Let's go ahead and do the costume one, since I already said we were going to try that anyway. Bring you, because why not?
Always bring the best fit.
Usually it's the best idea. Goo, you can go ahead and show up, why not? Actually, let's get weird. Let's get weird. I leveled you up. Let's bring her along.
On Adelantes. I have embers for it.
Oh, I'll take it all out. Actually, you know what? Castiel, come along.
Yay!
And for the last one, how about we go with... Raiko, why not? Go.
Yeah, I guess Adelante really wanted to be leveled. She instantly got to level limit reach with just 20 embers.
Nice. Alright, let's go.
カルデア家これより進軍します
Yeah, I'm not leveling up Emilia just yet. Oh, I just realized, wait, Ren's not here. Crap. Please tell me it's someone the Ren isn't missing, otherwise this might be awkward. Ah, what a lovely day. For mayhem, wouldn't you say? Makes me feel like breaking out an impromptu at Samari. A human life spans but 50 years, set against life in the heavens. Ah! What was that? Was that a sniper? Is someone trying to snipe me? Oh. Cannot believe I missed that. Alright, who sent you? I've been hired to assassinate Oda Nobunaga. God damn it, who's your client? It's gotta be the monks from the temple, right? It's probably the monks. And again, I guess it could be that Matsunaga, or the Ashikaga, or... Ah, crap, I really have made a lot of enemies, haven't I? I guess so. Heck, even I led a siege against you at one point. Once I kill you, it won't matter who sent me. Prepare to die, Oda Nobunaga. God damn, I just realized you've got knives on your guns. Or, guns on your knives? Either way,
You psycho bastards are always coming up with new tricks, huh? Fine, if that's how you want to play, my Demon King Gatling gun will pump you full of holes before you can even decide which weapon you want to use.
What turned me into a Caster Gill stan? It's because I physically and emotionally relate to him, thanks to Babylon.
That's what they call a one-man show.
You literally, you voiced everyone in that.
Yep.
But pretty much, I see how hard he's working to keep his country intact, and I honestly relate to that. I try my best to, work through everything, and I relate to it. So yes, I am a Caster Gill stan, and I am proud! And also a little drunk. But that
Oh yeah, I forgot you were drinking.
I've been casually drinking.
Not enough damage.
I'm working hard to keep my house in check, pretty much, though. So Smirnoff is really good.
Okay, Gil, we get it. Okay, we get it.
No, I really don't think you do, you mongrel.
Oh, more charge. Oh, that's problematic. Can I get a hand of Kagatora, please? Close enough.
I mean, you did ask for a hand of Kagatora.
I did. Just keep him around. You don't get anybody, pal. Not a single one.
Oh, this is just mean.
Oh, so
He said you could stop.
so this is what death feels like. Oh. Ow. I don't know if I can stand after that.
I don't think anyone...
There! I took the shot. There's blood everywhere.
Oh, you were just a treat.
Get that bitch a cannon.
Bitches love cannon.
And with that, we get the costume for Nagatora, Traveler's Hood.
Which, can't we unlock that right now?
I believe we could. Let me take a look.
We did it, Lord.
Oh, we do get more. Lovely.
Told you.
Welcome back.
Hi, how's it going?
Let's see. Hey, we can get it. Perfect.
Oh, we have more than enough materials for this.
Let's get the hood.
We got the hood.
It's hood time. Time to rock the hood.
You keep saying that, but I don't think you know what it actually means.
No, I don't. Traveler's Hood.
I like that look on her. Where the hood, where the hood, where the hood at?
Oh, great, another one of these.
Well, do we want to do one of the other ones?
We could try. Do we have enough for any of them, though? I don't know if... No, we don't think we do. No, I don't think we have enough for any of them. Actually, no, we have this one.
Yes!
That detestable Jean altar! Oh god, is this all the Jeans?
I mean...
Well, let me guess. John Archer, Jerker, and Christmas.
Santa Lily? Yeah,
Santa Lily.
The one who broke the game.
I'm just gonna keep this team for this, I think.
Yeah. So, we had the White Show, now I guess it's time for the Me Show. Yeah. Jolter, Jailter, and...
Jailter, and Jerker.
Jolter, Jailter.
God, my sealed up right eye is reacting, pulsing with power.
For God's sake! Alright, Zeke!
If the restraints of my dark power fail, it could plunge the entire warring states into an era of endless darkness.
Is that the plot of your next dojo or something?
Yes. Oh, shut your damn mouth. You think I wanted to get summoned to whoever this crap is? I have a deadline to meet, and it's tomorrow. My printer refused to give me another extension too. Why'd they have to hold another weird event now of all times? Although, you say this date guy's nickname was the One-Eyed Dragon? You know, that's kind of badass.
If you like his nickname, I'd say the Dragon of Echigo is right there in terms of, badassness?
Please, a One-Eyed Dragon is way more badass than some boring old Echigo dragon. And throwing in 3 katana on top of it, that's like plus 20 badass points. Peak badassery!
Did I mention that in addition to the Dragon of Echigo, I'm also God of War in the Avatar Bishimonte, complete with all 8 of his one-of-a-kind blades?
Now you're just showing off, you freaking tryhard. Damn it, who's the ass that decides so stuff so many attributes into a single servant?
Looks at Shuten Doji. Like, divine, demonic, dragon, humanoid, ASMR, Oni.
Great.
Makes julienne fries.
Also, yes, you were correct. Look at
Yeah, I figured as
Look
much.
at Jalter's name. The text is so tiny it's barely legible. Princess Jeanne d'Arc Alter Santa Lily.
Everybody's burning. Everything burns! Oh, we're all immune to burn. Thanks.
Okay, we basically make Jalter useless.
Good job.
Also, I think her name is what most people want to do when it comes to Jalter.
I hate you. I hate you. Oh, right, that's actually This might be
Funny
small
is, I didn't even worry about those two when I did this fight. I just focused Jalter.
How'd that go for you?
I went through the fight pretty quickly, actually. I did get Christmas to the base and hit with the whale, but that's fine. I'll finish it off handsomely.
You know, you could have warned me that was gonna happen.
Nah.
You could have warned me about that!
It's not even doing the sound!
Bye, Cha-Cha.
I feel like if you brought a certain world-ending god to this, that he would just break the fight in half.
Probably. But where's the fun in that? Ow!
Jesus, they did not like
Ow!
No.
Well, this is problematic. Yeah, I'm not having any of this.
You're about to get Christmas.
Yeah, I know I am, but I can at least do a bunch of damage to John to set for John Churcher anyway.
なる夜素敵で無敵な奇跡の一瞬ラ・グラシーユノエルシャンシャンシャンだと言っているだろうメリーアタック
Great starting hand. Great hand game. Thanks, I appreciate it.
この忍者見逃しません
I'm just gonna do that.
倒れませんならばご覧に入れましょう
I'm just gonna go for the Lily for this.
ご図典の東方神帝釈天
Swap her to that!
Because it's always
To remind you that she is a Buster meme. Not my words, by the way.
羅刹と化すわ
She's got her effect on.
ステータスアップこれで耐えます神明では空気のためですね私は最悪の席にそれは全ての傷
Alright, who is currently on right now while we're doing this?
Let's see. We got
ロード
Blue, Red, and H-Drive.
How long has this been going on for? Too long, about half as long as we have, I think.
We could visit Winslow.
2 hours.
Yaoi is nice. Thank you for the follow.
Thank you.
Thank you for the follow. How are you doing tonight? Or whatever time you are in.
We could visit Winslow as it says birthday stream in the title.
Oh, sure. What was the name of it again? Could you send it to me?
了解では押し切はい了
We'll
解
do, that.
Yeah, that is a pretty good name.
Alright.
Oh, this is a fun fight that they're on.
見事な采配です先輩
Should have gone to bed about an hour ago. Alright, good night, Nightwing.
Nightwing.
And Bond 4. Nice.
And we got monuments.
Nice. I'm assuming you send it over to me, Ren. There it is. Let me go ahead and get the name, make sure I got it right. Alright, let's see. Here, second copy of, GudaGuda4. Nice. Ojiku is blood.
Doing a fight.
Oh, fun. All right. Well, on that note, thank you all for joining us for tonight for the ending of Guda4's main story. Join us Thursday for the continuation of the Guda4 event, clean up and all that, challenge quests and all that jazz. And we'll see you guys Wednesday for community night.
Which is gonna be different from usual because we're gonna have community night and we're gonna be watching Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
So, you guys have fun with your raid, and we'll see you next time for more FGO shenanigans. Peace out, everybody, and good night.
Hey, everyone.
Everybody.
Bye.
They did it! TBS